Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Happy Tuesday. Hey Real Life with Anthony. Hey Cosmic Girl, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Child, I just want to hop on real fast and child, get my little commentary about a couple of things I saw on the streets. In particular, a couple of things I saw yesterday and this morning, child. So if y'all will please hit the like button. And Cosmic Girl, can you hear me? Cause I got these headphones in my ear, cause I'm multitasking, girl. Y'all know how they go this time of day. I was like, well, child, let me get on and try to talk to get my little commentary real quick, right? And so anyway, I hope y'all can hear me. Um, like I said, I just wanted to give my little commentary on this Tuesday. Uh, oh, thank you for letting me know you can hear me, Cosmic Girl. First, I want to talk about what I saw this morning, right? You know, let me go and get this thing out the way about James and can't hear you nice and clear. Oh, thank you, Anthony. I appreciate you. And y'all please hit the like button, okay? So let me I be trying to remember my video title, child. Hey, Buddha Bill. Because once I get started, child, I be just on and popping. And somebody told me one time, why you don't write it down? Because, girl, I don't be thinking about it. No, I can't see it because I'm on StreamYard. But anyway, let me start with the James and, the TrezurLane and the JWilson's conversation, right? So I read JWilson's title this morning, and he was saying, well, he was talking about he felt like people were upset, right? And so TrezurLane, I'm sorry, also went live this morning, and he was saying that people were calling him a bully because he got the Hey She's Powerful, got into it with what is his name, Honest Roll, whatever, all of this and all that. Child, I don't understand why. But anyway, in case y'all didn't know, I'm sure everybody around the sector knows. Yesterday there was a conversation about JWilson allowing Flickr to dox TrezurLane's information, right? And so Treasure, that happened. Treasure jumped up on JWilson's link, confronted Flickr about the situation. Uh, and he also went to his channel and did a video yesterday, right? I'm talking about TrezurLane, right? He did a video yesterday, and in that video, he was explaining. He's like, "Hey, I ain't mad at him. It's about the dollar. I see you, JWilson. Basically, you see me. You know what I mean? But don't get mad if somebody hit my link one day and want to do the same thing to you, and I'll allow them to do it because I've never treated you like that, right? Which is true, right? So, Honest Roll hit the link. They went back and forth. Honest Roll is still very emotional with TrezurLane, and TrezurLane was pretty much laughing at him. So I guess I'm assuming that's why people are calling him a bully. But did y'all forget that these are grown men? And Honest Roll is like 40 something years old, they say. And James, however old he is, they peers, right? And they grown men, right? And so I don't think nobody is bullying anybody, right? And so I'm not finna diminish anybody's manhood. They both grown men, right? In my opinion. So as far as that bullying thing, I didn't see that at all. But anyway, JWilson hit the link, before or after that. And James, TrezurLane was telling him, basically, I didn't appreciate what you did. I didn't appreciate you allowing that to happen. Now, see, I have to agree with you. Oh, then JWilson did a video and said, I agree with TrezurLane and her squad, right? And for me, when JWilson did his video in response to what TrezurLanes was saying, it was really flip. It was kind of passive aggressive. I don't even understand why. Now, see, Catherine Powell hit my link yesterday, and some people was in the chat yesterday, and they were saying, "Well, I think JWilson was asleep. I don't think JWilson knew what was going on, and all this and all that." But when JWilson did his live about it yesterday after TrezurLanes live, he straight up said, "I wanted to know what happened," and he kept mentioning online beauty school and all this, which was really very shady. You know what I mean? And that's what. And then, but those are two men fighting, and some people want to, protect the other, right? And so I found it very fascinating how couple of people over here was telling me JWilson was asleep, but JWilson said he wanted to hear what Flicker had to say about TrezurLanes, right? Instead of now, if it was somebody like me, y'all know I don't like doxing, right? I don't allow it on my channel or anything. Y'all please hit the like button, right? Thank you. And so I would have stopped it as soon as I heard that personal information. I think a lot of us would have stopped that from happening, right? And because it's not right. And so why would you even want to hear that? Both of them have been around, for a long time. So I just really thought it was kind of grimy. I mean, it's fair exchange, no robbery around here, but you gotta have some couth about yourself, right? And so for the fact that JWilson hit James' link and James said what he said, and JWilson said what he said, they were both adult about it. But then JWilson fires up another live. He's very flip about the situation. I felt like he was wrong. A lot of people felt like he should have apologized, right? But we all know that JWilson ain't gonna get no apology out of JWilson, right? So I thought that was real shady, right? Like, and I just simply because I don't believe in the doxing thing, right? So I think I just that was just real sleazy to me, right? So, but if the day should ever come, when the shoe is on the other foot for JWilson, when it comes to TrezurLanes panel, and he, give him and he get his lick back, I think it'll be justified. Like I really do. Like it's not cool. It was just dead wrong, and for the fact that he knew what was going on and he admitted to it, I was like, wow, okay, this is what we're doing. Well, he didn't lie about it, but some things you don't have to allow. And I understand him having, freedom of speech on his channel and all this and all that. But with freedom of speech, you have to have some integrity. You have to have some kind of moral compass about yourself, right? And some things you just don't allow. And so, in my opinion, as far as me and commentary go, it wasn't cool. You know what I mean? But that's just me. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel about it. So, uh, I heard a little bit of James this morning. He went live this morning, and he was mostly talking about, I believe, because I just clicked on real fast, because I believe, evidently, there's some conversation going around about Honest Row hitting his link, and we know Honest Row was real upset yesterday. But I kind of learned the origin story from somebody somebody said that the issue with TrezurLanes and Honest Row goes back to the fact that Honest Row believes that um, what is his name, Brian and TrezurLanes, take when it comes to YouTube, they pick YouTube over everything, right? And so, thank you, Ain't Myself. I appreciate you. Thank you, love. Thank you. And so, hey Cap, how you doing? And so I believe that's what I heard it. I heard it on somebody's channel, right? I don't know who said it, but I heard it on. It was I heard it on YTC's camera this morning. What Honest Rose said. "Oh, thank you, Creole Butterfly. Oh my God, thank you, child. Thank you." So uh, I didn't know how Honest Row and James got into it initially. Hey, Room Shaker, girl, I'm just going to talk about you. Hey Brian, I'm talking about you there, right? So Honest Row feels that when it comes to Brian, and no TrezurLanes, I think that Honest Row, he was saying on YTC's this morning that when it comes to Trezure and him, he feels like Trezure really comes at him because he want to come at Brian or something like that. And then Brian and Treasure, like they kind of put YouTube first, above everything, because we know that Brian and Treasure, I guess they gonna forever go at it, right? But Ronnie Rose said he tried to tell Brian that or something. Only him and Brian know what him and Brian's conversation is about Lord Jesus, about TrezurLanes, right? It's hard for me to say TrezurLanes is for instead of his name, because I heard now I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that TrezurLanes said that people be saying his real name, and I think they said he feel like it's a form of adoption or something like that. But I'm thinking they been saying his name for years, because they said his name was on his book, and I didn't think he minded nothing like that. Hey, the hood table, hey, darling Gibbs, how y'all doing? Y'all please hit the like button. So I don't think he minded that. So, but since I heard that, I was like, well, let me call him TrezurLanes or something. You know what I mean? Because shoot, my name is Olivia the Oracle. Okay, that is my name. All right. So anyway, to each his own, child. To each his own. But anyway, I found that little conversation interesting. But from that exchange, and if y'all want to go listen to Honest Road, what Honest Road said on YTC, y'all go over there and listen to it this morning. I can't remember all the details, and it was very sketchy because it all went away when the conversation came up about how did it get started? How did it get started? Okay, they were talking about something, right? Oh, they were talking about Queen Tulsa, King Tulsa, I believe, T-Boy Tulsa, right? Now we're gonna go into this, right? Uh, did I say Big Boy Tulsa? I meant I thought I meant T-Boy Tulsa. I thought that's what I said. But anyway, T-Boy Tulsa hits the chat, right? So he's down in the chat and he starts talking about he felt like white YouTube cameras sabotaged Ronnie Q's event, right? And I'm like, what? And and I'm thinking, what happened with the event? You know what I mean? So evidently there was so I don't know if YTC got mixed up with how they were giving the donation, the process, and them giving the donations, or how it kind of went. But Tulsa, messy ass, wanting to say that YTC was trying to sabotage the woman's event, which I absolutely do not agree. And then let me tell you something about King Tulsa. King Tulsa is real messy. Half the time, King Tulsa don't know the history of what's going on over here, and because of that, he just want to invent some shit and be messy, okay? So he can have something to say. And YTC even said that, right? And so why would YTC ain't I don't even see the event. Ronnie Q have it every year, right? When she giving back to the when the C she have the event where the CCs, give back to the subscribers, right? And uh YTC even came back and showed receipts on the second video, all because Tulsa tried to imply, y'all please hit the like button, that YTC was trying to sabotage Ronnie Q's event. And I'm like, why would you pull that up out your behind? Why would you say that? You clearly don't know what the hell be going on over there. Because when Ronnie Q is doing that, I mean, she's giving back, at the end of the year, like I said, around Christmas time to the subscribers, right? And some of the other subscribers joins in, right? So she came back the second video and showed her receipts. I guess she thought about it and really pissed her off, right? And so if she showed the receipt where she was receiving and giving back the monies, right? And so y'all can go over there and look at that video, because like I said, I didn't watch the event, so I don't know what the hiccup was, but it didn't even seem like, you can clearly see that YTC wasn't trying to sabotage Ronnie Q's event, in my opinion. And then also, why would she? That didn't make no sense to me, right? I was like, why would you go there? Just say anything, right? And so while they're talking about that, what is her name? Sassy was up there, and she started. She said that Tulsa was in Ronnie Q's chat talking about it's his birthday, right? And then Sassy said that he is a counselor, right? So if you are a Cancer, your birthday is not in December, right? So Tulsa down there talking about he got 2 birthdays, right? Talking about he was some Buddhist something, and he a Cancer and a Sagittarius. I said, oh no, nigga, you must not know what. No, he doing a Mona Simone, right? Got what is it called? Spiritually reborn. Died and was spiritually reborn. Y'all remember when Mona Simone faked her death, right? And then she said she came back, but she didn't mean that she actually, passed away. She said she had a spiritual death. And so, I guess she rose again, from the spiritual death. So evidently, King Tulsa, got a Buddhist birthday as well as a born day, right? I was like, if this ain't some bullshit, seemed to me like you was over there trying to scam the people out of some birthday money, Tulsa. So if you in there chat, if they talking about they doing a giveaway for Christmas, and you're talking about you got 2 birthdays, seemed to me like you wanted the people to give you some birthdays money. That's what it sounded like to me. Okay. Child. Hey, listen, Jenny. So let's keep it a buck. Y'all see, King Tulsa is real messy. Always interjecting. Like I said, don't know what the hell he talking about. Coming over here and start messages so he can have freaking content. And I think the motherfucker be high sometime, right? But I don't think that I don't believe that YouTube cameras was trying to sabotage one more time Ronnie Q's event. She may have gotten mistaken about the cash apps, but she still, dispersed the monies, right? So long as she gave the monies back, how was that trying to sabotage somebody? But to me, King Tulsa, you was trying to scam the girls out of some money, out of some birthday money, right? That's what it sounded like to me. So while you over here trying to say what you got to say about YouTube cameras, I don't even know why they asked Tulsa, why would you drop down in Ronnie Q's chat hollering it's your birthday? Okay, because seemed to me like you was trying to scam the girls out of some birthday money, honey. Okay, while you talking. I always trying to blame somebody for something. I always got something to say, nigga, you talk too much. Okay, I can't stand King Tulsa, right? Like I really, and why is it still over here? Why is that thing tolerated over here? Okay, hey Kim McGee. I don't understand why the nigga is still tolerated over here. I always trying to come for the girls. You don't know what you talking about, nigga. You need to sit down in the corner and shut the F up. That's what you need to do, Tulsa. Okay? With your emaciated looking ass. All right? Tulsa is messy. It is everywhere in mess on these YouTube streets. Reporter or sir. Tell me something. I'm a reporter. I was like, you ain't spent a day in journalism school. Nigga, did you even graduate from high school? Talking about you a reporter. And then I was talking about he a mom. He a mom and his kids this and his kid. Child, it ain't no way. This side of creation, that them is your kids. Okay? Tell us something. He's the primary parent. I don't see how. I don't see how. And then whoever your supposed husband's kid's mama is, she wrong for that. She wrong for letting them come around your weird ass, okay? Because you look like you're really confused. Are you taking your meds, Tulsa? Always talking about somebody, parenting and all of this and all that. But anyway, he tried to stir up that trouble with YTC about Ronnie Q's event, right? Now, I don't know what, if anything, is going on Ronnie Q's channel pertaining to her event. I just know what happened on YTC's because I did not go to Ronnie Q's to check out if there was a rebuttal, if there was a conversation, if there was anything like that. I didn't go over there to check it out. I'm not going to lie, right? And when it comes to JWilson, he said that Ronnie Q was upset at him, and I'm thinking upset about it. The only thing to me is it pertains to him that she could be upset about, and she probably wasn't even upset. She was probably passionate about it. Was the doxing being allowed on his platform, like in real time, right? Right, says Lissy said right, and he tried to talk about Kwani, like he don't look like he walking, like yeah, he look like he the Walking Dead too. Okay, I always did you know what tripped me out? Listen, so we got into it over there on JWilson's, right? Hey, Muffy. And we got into it on JWilson's right. So he told me I ain't got no edges. And I was like, nigga, you worried about my edges. You need an edge up, motherfucker. Take out them fake ass Amazon blind wigs, nigga. Be your true self and get a motherfucking edge up, okay? And act like you got some damn sense while you worried about my motherfucking edges, nigga. Are you okay? Sure. Mm-mm. And so let's talk about him and Room Shaker. So he down there. Oh, I got some screenshots. So let me get these screenshots. Right. So he down there in some kind of way. Now I didn't know him and Room Shaker, had beef with one another, and I still don't know what the origin is. But let me say, Room Shaker was on her channel this morning. I didn't see it all, but I know she was down there cussing King Tulsa out, right? So I took a couple of screenshots about what was going on in the chat. They all out of whack. Let me see. Oh, and I didn't know that Pazar had a problem with Room Shaker either, cause she was in the chat cheering on Tulsa, right? She was like, "Tell her Tulsa, I'll listen, all that." And then she asked ODS why was he snapping on the people and all of this and all that, And I think stuff was maybe he didn't like. I think some people were saying something about his begathon or whatever. I don't know what that was about, but them two always into it, right? And so she said, "Dang, Tulsa dragging her A. Someone take Room Shaker to the hospital." I was like, "What? They got beef? Like they don't like each other?" I didn't know. What's the origin story behind that, right? But anyway, what is this one about? Oh yeah. So Tulsa and Room Shaker is down in the chat arguing, right? Now, so this one, let me take this thing off the screen so y'all can see the bottom. I just screenshot some of the drama that was going on, right? And so you see the arrows. Now, in this part, when they argue, it's like Room Shaker, telling Room Shaker to focus on her weight or whatever, right? Why is this little bitty ass nigga, this little bitty boy, this little bitty cracked out Tulsa, always talking about somebody's weight? You know what I mean, nigga? You need to get some weight on you. Hey, Demi, how you doing? I ain't seen you in a long time, love. Hope you doing well. That's all right. So he talking about Oh, and then Room Shaker says focus on your identity crisis. Room Shaker was talking about his identity crisis on her channel. I done talked about his identity crisis before, right? Because he always coming for us girls, right? And Room Shaker was telling the truth about how he was acting, and talking some Room Shaker, it's okay. I'll inform the people of those charges. Good mom versus bad mom. I'm like, okay, so I'm like, okay. And he hollered. So he later hits the link talking about he got the paperwork and all of this and all of that. You know what I mean? And I'm like, ugh, like really? What is you come? Why is you all in Room Shaker's business and all of this and all that, right? Tell me something. So I guess he supposed to be the good mom. Nigga, you are confused. Just like Tulsa said, you need to go sit your duck. Just like I'm saying, you are confused, Tulsa. I done told you this on JWilson's link. Said I agree with Room Shaker that you got some kind of identity crisis, motherfucker. Okay, you act like you got body dysmorphic disorder. You look emaciated. You probably still on drugs while you talking about somebody going to jail. I heard you was on paperwork, probably for trying to sell that whatever it is that you was trying to sell in that hotel room in that hotel, right? You need to get back on your motherfucking meds and you need to stay in your damn lane. Is what you need to do. Okay. Oh, okay, Room Shaker. I'll drop the link. Let me finish my screenshot. So y'all seen that? Here's another one. Okay, now I agree with this when they say Fruits of Labor said Tulsa is an angry black man. I agree. I agree. And then they started talking about the kids. Both of them did say, yeah, y'all stop talking about don't drag yourself, don't drag the kids. Now I don't agree with that when it comes to either one of them, because kids ain't not got nothing to do with it. Y'all know I don't do the dragging kids things, right? But Tulsa is always trying to identify as a woman, as a mother. That is weird to me. Like, why you a whole nigga? You ain't never ever don't have gonna have a baby. Okay, you don't have the inner workings for that. Okay, child. And if anything, they got you around there bed bucking and taking care of them and cleaning the house. Okay, and taking care of the kids and cleaning the house and taking out the trash and servicing that Amish man when he come for work? What is you doing, laying on top of his feet at the end of the bed at night? Is that what you doing? I'll do some research when I say that. So this is when Queen Tulsa told me something. I have 2 birthdays, right? He was talking to Sassy, right? So he said he a Cancer and he a Sag, right? Child. And then he says, he don't have to lie. My second birthday is a religious birthday, Sassy. So you don't know me. Nigga, please. Whatever. Anyway, moving right along. So this one, this room shaker said that's not a woman, right? And this person down here said, Bill Tulsa always attacking real women. I said, Lord knows, ain't that the truth? Right? So anyway, I just want to show y'all my receipts. Okay, so y'all can go over there and check it out on YTC's camera, YTC camera's thing, right? Yeah, I'm sick of Tulsa. I mean, you over here interloping. That's what the fuck you doing, nigga. Cause you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Okay. Anyway, let me copy this link for this chat. That just tripped me. I'm sick of him. He always got something to motherfucking say. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Damn. Ugh. Let me try to paste it in the chat, y'all. Let me see if it's gonna let me do it today. Get on my nerves. Anyway. There it go. Or anybody can hit the link, okay, if you got something to say. But there it go, room shaking. But yeah, I don't like that weird ass shit. You know what I mean? And so, girl, calm down. I mean, boy, calm down. Child, you are confused. Okay, get back on your meds, honey. Get back on your meds. And then make it so bad you probably one of them, he does nothing but argue with women. He's extremely annoying. Let me put my thing up here and see who it is, right? Child. I can't. Room shake, is that you?
Yes, the one and only. I apologize.
Hey, girl. Apologize for what?
Because I said, let me change my avatar. That's why you thought it would be.
Oh no, I be trying to put my thing up for everybody because I done been porn bombed before. A couple of years ago, they tried to snatch my channel because I was porn bombed. Okay, this was years ago, but yeah, but I learned my lesson. But anyway, before we get, I want to talk to you about Tulsa, right? But before we get into that, what is the beef between you and Pizarro?
You know, me and Pizarro ain't never been cool ever since she thought she was gonna play with me. I didn't think I could post a accept her because she said I ain't beef set the girl. I don't care what sector you from. Don't play with me. I ain't one of them.
I didn't even know that. That one got by me right there. So that's why she was down in the chat acting like it.
Yeah, she
Gotcha.
always do little stuff to get my attention. I'll be king.
Hold on, let me see this, Brian. Let me see this, my baby boy right here. Hold on 1 second.
This is me. Go ahead.
Brian?
Hey there.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh no, I'm just gonna wait my turn. Hey, room shaker, how you doing, my love
Okay.
muffin?
So, okay, Brian, I'm glad you hit the link too, chat. How you doing? But anyway, room shaker. So what? Okay, so how did it start between you and Tulsa? Because honey, that nigga be doing the most. Okay, and I heard I was in your cloud this morning, honey, and you was hitting the right cards. Right? I hate you and him, put the kids into it, but he swear to God, he a super mom. No nigga, you a nigga taking care of some man's Amish man's kids. Okay, if you allowed out the motherfucking garage. Okay. So what happened with what was up with that? How did it get started? Let me shut up.
Well, basically, Tulsa has been trying to pick beefs with people. So I was on Rodney panel one day, and then she told me I ain't got custody of my kids. So I was like, that's a lie. Everybody hear me when I pick my kids up, drop them off when they hear my background and stuff. So what the hell
Right.
is you talking about? So then she was like, well, I'm going to dox you. I got the paperwork. I'm going to put it out. The same stuff she tried to pull on YouTube cameras. So it
Right.
started on YouTube cameras this morning because ODS said he was gonna let the ladies go first, the women go first. So of course it was YouTube camera and Sassy on the panel. So Tulsa hurried up and took the flow. And then I'm like, she is not a woman responding to ODS. So I was like, you should finish what you were saying. If that's the case, if she ain't gonna let them speak. So she turned around and started coming for me in the chat, talking about some Yeah, let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. So she hit the panel dragging my kids. So I hit the panel dragging hers back. And then I said, I typed in the chat, don't catch a charge. She talked around and kept coming. So
hold on. Pause for a minute, baby. Let me see is this Ronnie Q. Hold on 1 second. Is this Ronnie Q?
Yes, this is me.
Hey, how you doing? Hold on.
All right.
Okay, go ahead. Lord Jesus, go ahead, room shaker, baby.
So
and so Tulsa started on you in the down there in the chat, right?
Yeah, because she got mad because of what I said to ODS about she not a woman.
Right.
She got mad about that, so she started trying to comfort me. I say I can't stand the person that hate me for being born a woman. So it went left, so she instantly hit the link and started trying to comfort the kids or whatever. So I was like, okay. So then she said, that's okay. I'm a dox you. I got your paperwork. We gonna see what. Right, we're gonna see what the beef said. I said, girl, I've been doxxed so many times. Like, I don't care, ain't nothing on my record that I'm ashamed of or nothing like that. So we're gonna let it do what it do. And then basically I went on my live, I called the Tulsa Police Department, I talked to them. They didn't say they told me on my live that it would work exactly the way I said it would in my life. I would go to my police department up here. I would let them know how I want to handle it. I can sign on the dotted line. I also can have a warrant swear it out for your ass. And then they will reach out to Tulsa to let them know. But I'm going to go above and beyond because I'm going to find out your probation officer. And I'm also going to find out the state's attorney and let them know that we got an issue on our hand. And I'm going to start a whole little movement. And this is why T-girls are not well liked. It's some we can accept, but the ones that want to attack other women because they ain't them is something we're going to draw the line at.
She didn't got herself into a whirlwind of trouble.
I didn't know that you. I'm sorry, Brian. I didn't know that you had contacted the police because he started mentioning your record, but ain't he on paper?
Yeah, but I was gonna show my record on Rodney's, but he was like, "Don't do all that." Like I've been doxxed on here plenty of times. I don't have nothing like sexual or nothing towards kids. I don't have nothing like abuse towards kids or none of that. So to never.
Yeah, I don't understand why he was trying to say you went to jail for abusing your kids. He always swears somebody is abusing their kids. I'm thinking, honey, you telling on yourself because you always focus on somebody being a bad parent, or so you say. He tried to call me a bad mother about my niece. He didn't even know that I didn't have no kids. See, that's what I meant about him over here interloping, jumping in shit he don't know nothing about. Just like he did. I'm glad Ronnie Q hit the link. Cause nigga, what is you talking about? This woman been doing this. This ain't the first time that she did this for Christmas time. You don't know what you talking about.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So anyway, let me but I'm glad you caught that. I can't stand. I'm sick of Tulsa. Tulsa need to sit down, okay? And stop motherfucking being messy and stop. And then he is an angry black man, stupid looking bitch. And like I said, nigga, you instead of you putting on them goddamn blonde wigs, motherfucker, you need a bald fade, bitch, with your weird looking motherfucking ass, with your emaciated ass. Nigga, do you get hot? What the fuck is in that coffee you drinking in the morning after you do all that work for them people that you working for? With your bed bucket ass, bitch, you need to set the fuck down and shut the fuck up. That's what the fuck you need to do. Now dox that bitch with your weak motherfucking ass. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Brian. Can I get to Ronnie Q? Because I know she ain't got time.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Because me and your comment gonna take a minute. Hey, Ronnie Q, how you doing?
Hey, I just happened to hear your commentary, and I was taken aback because there was no issue whatsoever. Cameras on it. The YouTube camera had to refund the money back to MU because MU was the one who didn't do the event correctly, and so that's what happened. Instead of MU giving her gift to YouTube cameras, she gave King Roman's gift to YouTube cameras and didn't give her own gift to YouTube camera. So YouTube camera thought the gift was coming from MU and she dispersed it like she was supposed to. So we had to go backwards and said, hey, MU, you were supposed to give your own gift, not King Roman's gift, to YouTube cameras. So she had to give YouTube cameras her gift, and when YouTube cameras went to disperse it, she couldn't use her Cash App. You know, if so many you have so many things that go on in your Cash App, they'll lock it up. So she was unable to disperse it. So what YouTube cameras, I was wondering why she put that receipt on her wall. I didn't know about any of this. So what YouTube cameras did, she kicked the money back to MU so MU could disperse it. So it had absolutely nothing to do with anything that YouTube cameras didn't understand or did wrong. It was
that's what Tulsa said. Tulsa said, I didn't mean to stop you, but Tulsa said that, and you can go back and listen for yourself, Ronnie Q, that he felt like that YouTube cameras tried to sabotage your event. And I said, and in my commentary earlier, that Ronnie Q, this is not the first time she did this event. And YouTube cameras came back on the second video. I think it's like a 22 or 23-minute video, and showed the receipts and explained, the mishap, what had happened. It wasn't sabotage. Nobody trying to YouTube cameras weren't trying to sabotage your event. I'm glad you hit the link, because I didn't appreciate Tulsa trying to tarnish your event, because this is actually giving out. This ain't no bullshit. This ain't no challenge. This ain't the first time you done it. And I think it's really nice for you to take the time to do that. So for Tulsa to come into this sector and don't know what the fuck you talking about, that was beyond me. Like, I didn't appreciate it. I ain't got nothing to do with it. It's your event, but that was fake and phony as fuck. And then also, not only that, if he was dropping down in your chat when you giving back to the subscribers talking about it's his birthday, to me, he was trying to get some money out to people, while the CCs is trying to give back to the subscribers. And I think it's lame as hell.
And if he wanted to have some input in the event, he could have clicked the link and he could have given back to the subscribers. So all of this talk that is wrong and false is wrong and false. I didn't know that YouTube cameras went through all of that. This is the first of me hearing it. I did see her put that receipt out. I think the receipt was her thumbnail for her second
Cash
video.
out. She put it. She put it.
Okay, so
she sure did.
I'm just letting everybody know that did not happen at all. There was no.
So you don't feel like she was trying to sabotage your event, right?
Of course not. She didn't do anything, but no, she didn't do anything that she wasn't supposed to do. She had no confusion. MU had the confusion. We worked everything out. As a matter of fact, she went above and beyond. She just didn't disperse the gift that she was given. She also continued to bless people in the chat that she wanted to bless as well. King Roman, K Fit, everybody, we exchange names, we give out the gifts that we are given, and then they also gave out more gifts to people. So that's category, it's wrong.
It's wrong, yeah. But thank you for hitting the link and explaining that, because I really think Tulsa was just being messy. But you being messy, in my opinion, about an event that's giving back to the subscribers. And like I said, you doing this out of the goodness of your heart, because all of y'all subscribers didn't have to do that. But for Tulsa to come up and say, well, I think you was trying to sabotage your event. And not only you drop it down in the chat talking about it's your birthday, and Sassy said you a counselor, and then you gonna come back talking about something. You got 2 birthdays. That's telling me, that's saying to me that you're trying to scam the people out of money. Talking about something it's your birthday when you a summer sign if you a counselor. So how you gonna be a counselor and a Sagittarius? So you was born right. It was my spiritual birthday. That reminded me of some Mona Simone type shit,
Well, all I have to say is I really thank every content creator who participated, and I just wanted to show some appreciation to the subscribers. I appreciate you guys as well.
I think that's nice of you to do that. But do you see this ad? Tulsa also said K-Fit and KRN sabotaged it, shaking my head, just because they remained on the panel, which was what they were asked to do, creating narratives. It's annoying. So not only is he trying to say YouTube camera sabotage, but now he's saying K-Fit and KRN did too.
But I didn't hear any of this. Okay, so I'm telling you, go over, and if you want to find out what happened, on the event, everybody can watch the event. It's there for
Right.
everybody. None of this happened. And thank God King Roman News did stay on the panel. Because when YouTube cameras returned the money to MU, she put down who she wanted to give the money to, and MU was like, "I'm not giving them the money. That she don't like me. She cursed me out. I refuse to give her this money." And I was like, "It's not about you. It's who YouTube cameras, and that's who she wants you to give it to." And she was like, "No, I refuse. I'll give it to someone else. I refuse." But King Roman News, thank God he was on the panel. He said, "Don't worry about it. I'll give that amount to who YouTube camera wants to give it to." So he went above and beyond. He continued to give after he dispersed the gift that was given to him, and he just washed that whole issue out. So there was no problems. Exactly. So thank you for letting me explain that. I had no idea any of this happened with YouTube cameras this morning. And I'm gonna have to watch her live. It's unfortunate that it happened. I thank YouTube cameras, King Roman News, Official D Spot, every K-Fit, everyone who came up, the Green Vegan. I'm missing one more person. Forgive me for I'm forgetting one person. I thank all of them who came up and gave back to the subscribers who always give to us all year long. If it's just a view, thank you guys. Have a great
thank you for doing it for the subscribers. All of y'all, all the CTs that participated, and I just don't appreciate. And I know that you and all the subscribers that participate do it from the heart. Yeah, I did not see the event, but I know that you're doing it from the heart because you done it before. And I knew that Tulsa was trying to like tarnish the whole thing. And then plus, I still feel like Tulsa was trying to get some money because so much money, the money was given away to the subscribers. Why would you fall down and say it's your birthday? You know what I mean? That's shady too. But you need to listen to it for tacky. You need to listen to it for yourself, Ronnie Q. And it's just start where you see a little bit before Tulsa hit the pounders, because it started down in the comment section. And Sassy was up there, right? And I was like, wow, he was saying it's his birthday, but Sassy was like, you a Cancer. A Cancer is a summer sign. So how you gonna be a Cancer and a Sagittarius? That means you trying to scam the people out of money, right? That's what it sounds like to me.
And we Sagittarius don't want her. We don't want her.
Well,
shit, we Cancers don't want her either.
Tulsa wasn't the only one who tried to put shit on the vid. Let's add JWilson, Shitty Trish, and Begging Ness. So it is what it is.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that. So is that what JWilson was trying to say this morning when he said you was mad at him?
I gave my commentary on it, and that's it, and that's all. It's so it's so strange how people can freely pull out their bills when they allege that they have gotten fired, and then come back 3 months later and say they weren't fired, they were reassigned, but they come out and sing praise dances and songs, getting cash out for paying their monthly bills and all of this, but they can't give one cash app to the subscribers who thought that they were going through. And he comes back later and say, "Oh, I wasn't fired, I was relocated." But it's funny that they say that they thought that it was a cash app. It was some cash app pull.
Wow.
How is giving that to the subscribers? I mean, how is somebody sitting up here with a whole gift list for 2 different apartments saying that they're not giving to Ronnie Q's subscribers? We share subscribers. Are we clear that people who are in everyone's chat may be in every other person's chat? Right. So we're not gonna play no games here. And if you're gonna talk about me, I'm going to talk about you. And then for Shish Trish, didn't she do that last year? Well, it's my annual event. I started my page in November. My first December, that was my event. And I've had it every year since then. Kind of like how she annually canceled that fake YouTube Street Awards show.
Okay.
It's my annual thing that I do. So that's all I have to say. Listen at the people who's talking. I thank you for allowing me up and with
I thank you for
not fussing at each other. And I hope you have a good day. And thank you for the information.
And thank you, Ronnie Q. I hope you go back and listen for yourself, okay? Because I was said, and I didn't know if you had heard it or not, but I just can't believe Tulsa tried to tarnish your event, because that really is it's not a lot of nice things be going on in the sector, right? So, and that is a nice thing in my opinion. But for Tulsa to say, clearly you don't know the history, nigga. Why would you try to say that YouTube cameras is trying to sabotage Ronnie Q's event? It don't even sound right.
Well, JWilson said y'all were giving the money back to each other. No, we exchanged names. We gifted each other a gift between $25 and $50. But we were not allowed to keep those gifts. Once we got our gifts, then we cash app those gifts to people in the chat who were dropping their cash apps. Very simple English. No,
and that's what that's why YouTube cameras showed her
cash app.
She came back and did that video, and she showed her cash apps. You know, because of what Tulsa trying to say. Is this Rebel, son?
Hey, Miss Olivia. Yeah, this is me.
Hey, baby, how you doing? Hold on a minute. But yeah, that's why she came back and showed her cash apps, Ronnie Q. But go listen to the video for yourself.
All right, thank you. I'm stepping down now.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for coming up.
The mess of it all.
Hey, Rubble, son, what's going on?
Hey, let me tell you something. Queen Tulsa got some nerves. That girl is always trying to insert herself in things, and I think that she wants attention to grow her channel, baby. She's a little chaos demon. And the thing is, she came up and she made a comment about me saying that I looked like Kwani in the camera slip. And the funny thing is, anyone that has a set of eyes know my face card never gets declined. And another thing is, girl, I don't know if I want to put a tank top on you or take you in the woods for you to start a fire with those little rock titties of yours. I think that
just like
and I did tell her and I did tell her she looks more feminine than Lady Dimples, but that's not a high bar that you have to exceed. But that was tacky for her to come to Ronnie Q's thing and say it was her birthday. Girl, desperation?
Yes, thank you. That's what I was thinking, Rubble. Yes.
It's tacky as hell.
Tacky.
It's just tacky. Did you see that? Were you there, Brian? Or Miss Olivia? You were there when she did it? When she dropped down and said it was her birthday.
They was talking about it. I'm sorry, Brian. Go ahead.
Oh no, he was asking me something. I was like,
he was asking you, was you there? And he asked me, was I there too? But no, I wasn't there. I was just going by what they said in the chat this morning. And the reason why I started paying attention to it is because he said out of his mouth that he felt like YouTube cameras tried to sabotage Ronnie Q's event. And so I perked my ears up because I'm like, what do you mean sabotage? How can you sabotage that event? When they're giving back to the subscribers, it don't even sound right. And I didn't even know that JWilson had said that he felt like they was just giving back to each other. I'm like, what? But anyway, YouTube camera showed her actual, what do you call it, the cash out receipts on the second video because of what Tulsa had said. So, yeah.
But I think it's a ploy for attention. It's a ploy. She's trying to grow her channel. Yeah, she's trying to grow her channel
like that. But Rebel, don't she know she ain't gonna grow it like that? Not over here.
Only thing that she and I can do is go in the backyard and shoot some hoops. That's it. I don't want to do anything else. My mama told me you don't fight
And
no
then
man with your bare hand. I'll pick up a weapon of that big
and
old
that's a muscular. That's a whole muscular thing there, right there. Oh
muscular.
my gosh.
The only
Oh
thing you
my
can take
God.
her out with is stakes or silver bullets. I ain't playing with that.
Oh,
Um,
oh. Wait.
y'all, thanks for having me. I'm going back to work, Miss Olivia and Brian. It was good talking to you. Bye,
What you
y'all.
say? A silver bullet? Like
Thank you, Rebel.
that's
I
what you get
gotta
them vampires with, huh? Oh my
a
God.
werewolf, bear, look,
Hey
sleepwalker. Bye,
there.
y'all.
Bye.
Oh, he is a
Oh Lord
mess.
Jesus.
He is a
That was
mess.
a man. Hey Brian, I'm sorry,
Well, what's
baby.
up, Miss
Thank you for
Olivia? How you
letting
doing? How you doing today?
well, child, I had, it's gonna take a minute with me and you, Brian,
Well, what's good?
because
Let's talk.
well, child, okay, let's talk, child. Cause look,
Wait, can I say this, Miss
I
Olivia,
am
before you
confused.
start?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, God is so good, Miss Olivia. Now, they was
All the
making fun of
time.
me earlier. They was making fun of me earlier for being a grown man about mine and
Mm,
saying that I get my behind up every day and go to work to two jobs that pay
mm,
me. Okay, so
mm,
they was talking mess earlier, and while they was talking mess, I was getting ready and I was driving. I was listening to everybody give their nasty opinions about me because
mm,
what they say is what they say, but I don't have to
mm,
answer to by. I
mm,
can turn my back to it really and just ignore it all. And so while
mm,
they was talking, I made my way to making my way downtown, and I was walking fast to get in that building, right, to go to my interview. Now,
mm.
this position that they hired me on, I'm going to be doing security for banks, but
Awesome.
I'm going to be doing a flex officer position, meaning
Mm,
that if somebody call off or this and that. But the
mm,
kicker part about it is there's a mandatory pay that they have to pay me, even if I work the hours or not.
mm,
They have to
mm.
pay me a mandatory 36 hours, was it 32 or 36 hours a week, no matter
Mm.
what. I just have to be on call. Okay,
Congratulations.
and I can keep my other position that I work on the weekends that pay me my
That's
little
all right.
hundred and something dollars per shift. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care what
Yeah.
these people say. God is good, and I can
All the
stop doing
time.
the other one, and I start this one on the 23rd. He says, and I'm just thank God that I'm able to sell myself. Now they say that I don't keep a stable job, baby. I do what I want to do. But you
Mm-hmm.
just know that I always was working. Okay, I don't get up on here like certain people that live in San Antonio and ask people to pay their rent while they lay up
Mm,
all day. I get my
mm,
behind up and I go utilize what God gave me, my two legs and my two fingers, and
mm.
excuse me, two
Amen.
arms and my 10 fingers and my
Amen.
presence to go earn my money. I don't depend on
Amen.
nobody, especially subscribe. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Is this Creole Butterfly?
It's me, boo.
Hey
Hey
girl, but
Creole, how you
Brian,
doing?
Brian. Just let me say, for you say something else. I am
Mhm.
so proud of you, and I am so happy for you. You know what
Yes,
I
ma'am.
mean? And
It's a salary position. So
I am
so
so happy. That is awesome. Congratulations,
yeah, and it's weekly
congratulations.
pay. Weekly
And
pay.
it's sweet.
So
You can't beat that.
not at all. So I'm just gonna hush my mouth up and I'm just gonna apply. And while they call me crazy, I'm gonna say thank you, God, for letting me have the ability to go sell myself, a black man in
Yes,
Texas.
yes,
So
absolutely.
so thank you so much. I just wanted to just, tell the people while y'all was talking this morning, no weapons were formed. And if there was
Amen.
formed, I didn't see them because
Where they
God
was talking
shielded me.
at? You talking about they was talking about on YouTube cameras?
No, no, at JWilson talking about me like a
Oh,
dog to my face, and
oh
but they still
wow,
couldn't block my blessings. Why
oh
y'all say
wow.
somebody is this and that? God led me to be somebody with no record. I can go out there and get a good job, a salary paying.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can say it's a salary paying job. Now I'm gonna brag about that now. Because
Mm-hmm.
I've always had me something hourly. I want my billable hour. But
Mm.
I ain't even gotta go to work and they gonna mandatory have to pay me that. I'll take that and thank y'all for y'all blessings.
That's all
Mhm.
right.
I'm sorry, let me hush my mouth.
Congratulations.
Can
Thank
I
you
say
so
something
much,
real
Miss
quick
Olivia.
before I drop down?
Mm-hmm.
Hey Creole, God bless you.
Hey, God bless you too. That's what I came up here to say because I call Brian my boo baby. I said that he's like one of my nephews. That's my boo baby. So this morning when he was saying he was going for an interview, I was so happy for him, and I was like, "You got it." So I just heard he got it.
Yes,
Yeah,
Congratulations!
ma'am. Thank you so
congratulations.
much.
You
I'm so
welcome. I'm so
happy.
happy. I'm happy for you.
Yes.
Just don't tell
Me
people
too.
where you work at, boo. Just
Yes,
don't.
ma'am. And hopefully I can have stability with this. Hopefully this will be enough that I can just say I don't want to go nowhere and I don't want better. Hopefully this can, and they offer good benefits and then,
Good.
incentives for people that go to work. They offer all type of stuff the guy was telling me. And, I'm just really interested in, going back and doing the things that I want to do instead of working so hard every day, all day, 16 plus hours every single day. But at least that
That's
tells
all
you I'm not a
right.
lazy man and
That's
I'll
that's
get my
awesome.
behind up. I'm sorry, Miss Livy. Go ahead.
No, I said that's awesome. Like I'm happy for you. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
for
Like
sure. Oh, for
because
sure.
it
But I
sounds
want to
like
be
it's a really
messy.
stable position. So that's
Yeah, that's
awesome.
why we
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, and that's what's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes,
Anytime that
Yeah.
ma'am.
we can do something like that, I am all for it. I know your
Mhm.
struggles a little bit because sometimes I'm in your sky, Brian. And so, I'm
Mhm.
so proud of you. Just keep up the good work and stay focused, okay?
Yes, ma'am. And
Mhm.
thank you so much. And I'll take that and run with it.
You're
Mhm.
welcome. I'm gonna drop down. Thank you, Miss O.
Thank you, Creole. Yeah, but and
Hey,
then don't let this old nonsense on YouTube. Did you? Cause see, I don't know if you heard Honest Roll on YTC
no, I
this
didn't.
morning. Yeah, you gonna have to go back and look at
And
it.
I was
Cause he
shocked,
was
Miss Olivia. I was shocked at what you said earlier. I was like, what?
yeah.
He said what? But go ahead, Miss Olivia.
Yeah, he was saying that when it comes to you and James, y'all put YouTube first, and I felt he was kind of talking in circles, and I couldn't hardly understand. But I felt like he was saying when it comes to you and him, that you put YouTube over y'all personal situation,
Hmm.
um, and when it comes to James, James be messing with him because of you. That's what
Nah.
I got out the conversation, and you can go listen to it for yourself and see what you get out of it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
But that's
And
not
but
true.
I didn't know that. Maybe I missed some stuff, like because I heard the video, a little bit of the video that Nets played yesterday about him going in on James, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so they was asking him about, pretty much why he went in on James, and then he had a little origin story, and it was concerning you and him. So what I got out of it was he felt like James is coming at him because of you.
Mm. Well,
That's what I got of it.
him and James, I guess they had beef before, but the thing that I'm sick and tired of, Miss Olivia, is being linked with this young man. I don't want to be linked with him. There is
Mm-hmm.
no Brian and no Honest Road, nothing. And I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
He confirmed it earlier that we haven't talked. I
Mm-hmm.
still will be in San Antonio March 20th through the 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody is welcome to come attend. It's a free city, but
Right.
I don't make James cuss Honest Row out. They have their own
Right.
beef. They
They're
on the
grown. Yeah.
hmm They have their own beef. I just don't
Yeah.
want to be linked to him because we are friends. I don't want to have that romantic stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because for one, and then let me say this about Queen Tulsa right quick before first of all, um, she is a black um transgendered woman calling herself, these are my kids, these
Mm-hmm.
are my children. Those are not, those white children are not for you. They have a mom and they
Yes, they
have a
do.
dad. You are a
Yes.
stepfather. That's what you are. You are a
Yes.
stepfather on probation.
Mm.
Okay, in your 30s or 40s, however old you
Mm.
are not a good example for those little children. And I
Mm-hmm.
hope that the daddy and the mama don't let those little children get confused
Mm.
by her. And that's
Mm.
all I got to say. Queen Tosa is she's a chaos demon, and she
Mm-hmm.
want to talk about me being in parking lots charging an electric car, Miss Olivia. She equates that to me looking for men, and she says that I'm standing outside, trying to solicit gay sex, and that's weird to me when she's the only one. Her and Heidi are the only ones that walked the street in their past and admitted it.
Well,
Okay.
that's Tulsa's mentality. Do you see what I'm saying? Is she trying to, project that onto you?
Well,
But I agree with you when you say that ain't nothing but a chaos demon.
oh yeah.
I don't know why she swore in her mind, that she's just like super mom, and I don't even understand the mentality about I am the main caretaker. I am the main parent. I'm thinking, well, hold up, how is that?
But did you see how
Make that
dirty
make
she
sense.
was? Miss Olivia, did you see? No, I do agree with what you just said. How is it? But did you just? But did you see how she had her dog had gave birth to puppies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this woman is a hoarder. If you ever looked at her page and you see how nasty that garage is, but just
Mm,
imagine how she had about 10 puppies in
mm,
that garage, and there was
mm,
piss stains all over the floor. And you all you
mm,
did was all I did was see her with her bare hands pick up nasty stained, doodle stained, and piss stained puppy pads and reuse them and
oh
switch
my
them all
God.
around the floor.
Mm-mm.
The dog got to the point where he ate his own doodle on
Oh my
camera.
God.
That's how
Ronnie
nasty
Q.
her
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
that's how
go ahead.
nasty her that's how nasty her garage was. She was
Oh
switching
my
around
God.
puppy pads with
Oh,
urine stained on it. They had
oh.
stains all on the garage
Mm,
concrete. So she
mm,
was nasty. And she
mm,
got the nerve to sit up here and be wanting to talk about everybody and talk about me. And she's on probation. She's nasty. She married that white man, God forgive me. And it was something off about him, the way he was just staring dead at her. When she
mm,
finally went on camera at that restaurant,
mm,
it just was an odd situation. And my
mm.
question to him is, why would you introduce your children, even though that's the step, quote unquote, stepmom allegedly that you say she is?
Mm, mm,
No,
mm,
let me hush.
mm, mm, mm. Go ahead, Ronnie Q.
I have to make a correction. Jill's comfort zone just reminded me about something. Queen Tulsa did come on my link, and she did donate to people. So I do not want it. I totally forgot. She came up there after
Mm-hmm,
everyone had exchanged names, so there was no one for her to exchange names with. So
mm-hmm,
she came up and she said she was just going to donate to somebody in the chat because
mm-hmm,
there was no. So I do not want. I totally forgot until Jill reminded me. Thank you, Jill. So I don't want to diss her. She did come up and she did donate to the subscribers. So that's
mm-hmm.
all I wanted to be clear. Thank you.
So, but
Folks.
why would she say that YTC? So, do you think that made her feel justified in her mind to say that YTC tried to sabotage your event?
Yeah, I don't know why she would say that.
Mm-hmm,
YTC had no blips, had no issues, and she was a great participant. There was nothing wrong with anything that YTC did that day. The mistake
mm-hmm.
came with MU, and we rectified it. And I don't know why she said YTC. I have no idea.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, at least she came up and give back, because she was down there talking about it was her birthday and all of this and all that. I still think that was shady and scammy, but that's just me, child. That's just me,
Okay.
And like I said, it was brought up this morning. But if she gave back, okay. But I mean, like, if you're gonna give back, if you're gonna participate in the event, why you gonna backtrack and say that somebody tried to sabotage it when that is not true? That,
It's
that don't
not
make no
true.
sense to me,
And
But
she did say happy birthday when she was actually on camera, if I'm not mistaken. But
mhm,
that's neither here nor there. She gave back,
yeah,
and I just wanted to rectify because I said that she felt that way. How come? But she did. So that's
okay.
all I wanted. All right. Bye bye.
All right. Thank you, Ronnie.
Baby. Mm, Oh, can I say
Child,
this, Olivia? I do.
child. Mm,
It is messy all of a sudden these past couple of days.
girl.
My
I
God.
mean, the Lord,
No, it is.
Brian. Child, you know how we be.
Look, I ain't taking
Child, that's what I
personal.
was trying to
I ain't taking
say.
personal at all.
Oh,
Well,
child.
I was shocked when I seen James throw the first. He threw the shade the other day at JWilson. The other day when,
Yes.
oh, he threw some good shade. I forget what he said. Hold up. But the shade he threw today was on a video, the little piece I seen. Oh, Jay
Mm,
Wilson can't fight. I don't want to fight nobody that don't want to fight me. Like he just basically calling Pastor a punk.
I
I said,
know.
oh. And then
I
the other day he
know.
said that the people would have donated to me if I would have talked about Jay Wilson losing his channel. Like he was just
Hmm.
throwing these little, you know how James
Shots.
throw his
He was
shade.
throwing. Well, see, he was throwing shots because JWilson, after TrezurLanes, did his video yesterday. JWilson goes to do the video, talking about something. I agree with Trezur, and here's why. Right? Now, JWilson know it was wrong to let Flickr dox him live, right? And then you can't apologize but then you gonna get on top of something. And I didn't know he was going to a beauty school online, and I wanted to hear what was going on. Because, he was being real passive aggressive. He was being real messy. You know what I mean? Like, he was basically saying in my mind, yeah, I did it, and what? So, and I feel like that's why James came back at him. I mean, but they trying to keep it civil and keep it grown, but I would have cussed this motherfucking ass out this morning if I was if I was Trezur. Because he was JWilson was being real shady with the commentary. I was like, oh, okay. But they keep throwing these little shots, at one another, trying to keep it civil or whatever. But child, it's too much.
They're about to set these streets on fire because the two of them. Now you know how James fight, and then you know how JWilson. Now JWilson just throw his little subtle shade, and I ain't gonna fight with these people, and then he start roasting them, and then he gonna back and say I ain't. But James will get out there and get a grip of your neck. Okay, so I will sit back and love to see this.
And he really didn't appreciate it. And he had a right not to appreciate what JWilson did.
Yeah.
Because it was real messed up, in my opinion. But he kept it classy. He had a right, in my opinion, he had a right to be mad. And JWilson, instead of him apologizing, it's kind of like he doubled down on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then he always want to say nobody takes accountability. If you and James have each other number and y'all have something deeper than that, I do feel like now I like this heat, even though some stuff I don't agree with her, but I ain't got no problem with this heat. But I do feel like if I'm cool with you, then it's certain stuff I ain't gonna let go down.
Right. See, that's what I feel. I thought him and James was better than that.
I mean, it just is. I mean, but I would love. I mean, I don't think JWilson want to rumble with, but I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna hope that he do, and I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna enjoy this little fight right here, because this is some crazy stuff. And then I wanted to talk about how they said that Heidi beat me up last night, Miss Olivia. I didn't hear that. Listen, I took my headphones out. I wasn't listening to anything she was saying, and then they saying that maybe I might have had my headphones in my hand, and my mic wasn't micing. But I do want to say that Heidi couldn't help herself but to take the time to talk to me. You don't. First of all, D Miss O can call herself the doll. Anybody can call herself the doll. She said that D Miss O copied off of you and called herself D Miss O because you used to be D Miss O, So she's saying that TMO started calling herself D Miss O, copying off of you.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I don't think so, because I'm the Oracle. You know what I mean? So if she wanted to call herself the Miss O, then okay. I don't know what her name is, but I always been the Oracle. That's my name, Olivia. I'm the Oracle. You know what I mean? Since before I came to this sector, but I don't think she got herself the Miss O because of me. I don't agree with that.
But honey, she threw you in that and she got up on there. Her mic was micing. I didn't even go back to listen to it, but I know she was loud when she was cussing D Miss O out. She was dragging D Miss O. I ain't gonna lie to you. She drugged her.
Oh, I didn't even hear that. Okay.
Oh, she drugged her, but then I gave my opinion. I said, well, in that case, nobody can call each other queen no more. Or you can't call yourself queen because you don't own the rights to the doll. If D Miss O want to call herself the doll, then that's her right to call her. So she's a grown woman. She can call herself the doll. So and all I said that, and here come Heidi started, Brian, I know you don't like me. And I'm just like, girl, I took my headphones. I said, man, I'm not about it. This is a chaos demon, a former stripper. She stripped. Okay. She took her clothes off for men, and that's how she met her husband. And she kind of latched him up, allegedly. I don't know. But
whole trick, baby.
Yeah. So first of all, how you talking about me, calling me all out my name? They say they say she drugged me. But first of all, I don't like fake women. That's why when she's on the panel and I'm on the panel, I don't say nothing to her. She wants to be a white woman, in my opinion. And that's why she went to the doctor and got them hard you know what I'm saying, titties that, you know, develop scar tissue all in her
Do you
body.
think that's why Tulsa did that? Do you think Tulsa want to be a white woman with them titties and that
Her
blonde
and
wig?
Heidi,
Yeah.
her and Heidi got the same titties. They titties don't move. They titties
Oh
do
my
not move,
God.
and they're like some doorknobs. You know, like the little
Mm.
doorknobs when you turn the knob to get into
Mm-hmm.
the room. That's
Mm.
how Heidi and that's how Queen, and they both got white husbands. They
Mm.
both wear
Mm.
these blonde, atrocious wigs that
Mm.
make them
Mm.
look foolish and stupid.
Mm.
And
Mm.
to me,
Mm.
Heidi can't say nothing to me because when until she go get that little crack, okay, excuse me, that little hot pipe. Excuse me, is that illegal to say on here, Miss Olivia? Is that bad?
Go
A
ahead.
hot pipe that
Mm.
look like, you know how them people that be on them streets and they be, you know, playing with them hot pipes and they put it on their teeth and they get that little
Mm.
crack to the corner of their teeth in the middle.
Mm.
That's
Mm.
and until Heidi go fix that, she can't tell me nothing. She
Mm.
copies everything from everybody, and she
I didn't
sit
know
up
she
here.
was over there doing all that, Brian. I had no
Her
idea.
teeth, I'm telling you, look in that woman's mouth. She called herself
Oh.
the doll, but she's giving off, oh girl, what that girl named
Mm.
Bob Felicia from Friday is what she
Mm-hmm.
gives off, and
Mm.
want to be this high sedated person. Girl, if you don't get
Mm.
out of my face, you
But now
was
I ain't
a
got nothing against Heidi. Now just let me say,
well,
these are your comments, but we have
oh
been
for
into it before.
100%.
But just like you got a right to say, just like JWilson say, it's freedom of speech over here, child. But do you think she came at you in honor of JWilson? Do you think that's why
I
she felt comfortable coming at you like
I
that?
I I don't know, but I, I don't know, Miss Olivia. All
Because
I
I didn't know
said was
y'all was into it like that. I
I
had no
don't talk to
idea.
I do not talk to this woman. I really, really, until you know, I didn't like how she did Be Love Sister Adrian Slays. I'm cool with
Mhm.
Adrian Slays, and I love me some A Slays, and I don't like how she,
Well,
her
I did. The
friendship.
only time I hear about, well, I really don't. The only time I see Heidi, is on Jay Wilson's panel sometime, and I didn't watch his panel last night because the only part I watched a few minutes when he was throwing shade at Trezur because I knew that's what he was gonna come on and do because he ain't big
Hmm.
enough to apologize. Then he didn't apologize because he didn't feel like he did anything wrong, and it was real grimy to me. But that's just
Yep.
my opinion. But
And
to
his
me,
coin is going to be more important than their friendship because believe it or not, he says there's no friends on YouTube, but they're friends.
right.
Let's
But that
just
mean
be
you ain't.
honest
That
about
don't
it.
mean you gotta be grimy. That don't mean you gotta let somebody dox, like actually dox another person. And then Jay Wilson know how I feel to be doxxed. He done been doxxed over and over again.
Yeah, but
Like I done been doxxed. Why? If I done been doxxed, which I have, why the hell would I let somebody come on my channel and dox somebody? And I know how I feel to be doxxed. Now Jay
mm,
Wilson probably done been doxxed more than anybody over here. Okay.
but you know what? Oh, okay, you're right about that.
I mean, let's keep
But
it
you
a
know,
buck. I mean, my God, they keep calling this job.
when
I
you
don't
only think
understand.
about a coin and when you put your ethics and your morals and
Yes.
behind the illusion of a easy coin, like you
Yeah,
like to
30
say
pieces
it.
of silver.
Yeah, so I
Judas,
mean,
30 pieces of silver, child. Judas.
okay. I
And we
fell
see
in
how
love with
Judas turned out.
Judas. Mm.
But we see how Judas turned out. But let me
Okay.
tell you, but Brian, why do you keep going over there for the abuse? I think you like it. I think you like to
Abuse.
get him. Yes, he be abusing you, child, get you all riled up and all of this and all. I'm like, Lord, why Brian keep hitting that link?
Well, Miss Olivia, sometimes he keeps bringing my name up, so I go
I
up there and
know.
I go up there and but you might be right, Miss Olivia. You're
Well, let me tell you,
absolutely right.
let me tell you something. He using you for content, okay?
Mm,
He using you for content. Now, let me tell you how he try to play me, right? So,
hmm.
I had to start going over there, hitting the link, every once in a while, and all this and all that, right? Now,
Yes, ma'am.
I think it was a couple of weeks ago. We was talking about something, and I wasn't saying nothing wrong about Jay Wilson, right? So he gets on his channel and starts throwing shade at me, and I hit the link, and I was like, "Well, did you even listen to the video?" And he was like, "No, I didn't listen to the video." But if you didn't listen to the video, and I wasn't throwing shade or disrespecting you in no way, but you listened
Hmm.
to the bone curries in the chat, and I was like, well, okay. Then I said to myself, it's time for you to back up and don't hit the link no more, because you are content for this man, right? And then I
Hmm.
also got into it with King Tulsa and King Tulsa and somebody over there, and that's making him a coin too. And I was like, I can do that on my own channel, because I see what's going on here. So what
Yeah,
he
that
doing to
bait and
you? The reason why
switch.
he keep calling your name, yeah, he keep
Bait and
calling your name
switch.
because he done turned you into content.
Yep, and
That's
that's
what he
that
done
good old bait
done.
and switch, Miss Olivia. And you know
You're
what?
right, yeah.
And sometimes I be tired. I just be getting off of work and I be wanting to turn on YouTube and I see somebody's live and I just want to
Right.
click in it. As soon as I say LOL or something, then they
Mm-hmm.
just, and I'll just be like, well, dang, so you know what? I do agree with what you're saying, Miss Olivia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm reclaiming my time like the great Maxine Waters told me to do one
I know
time.
that's right.
She said, I'm reclaiming my time. I am
Hmm.
more than what somebody else claimed, so like I say, he do that
Brian,
baby.
you be doing good. Okay.
Oh, for
Y'all
sure.
please hit the link. Did I hit the like? Did I get 100 likes yet? Y'all, I'm sorry, Brian. But
Oh no,
have I
go ahead.
got 100 likes yet, y'all?
Well, let me make sure I liked
Says
it too.
Heidi drug you, Brian. You should have lost 5 pounds. That's what whoever rubbed me. That's what
Girl,
rubbed me
Heidi did
said
not
down there.
drag me. Heidi, first of all, Heidi is unoriginal. Okay, I don't talk to
Yeah.
nobody like that. She's very unoriginal because when I say she's unoriginal, she got these hard ass motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, hard water
What
balloon
is
ass
she even
titties.
mad about? Well, what are y'all even into it
I'm
about?
not
Because like
mad.
I said, I
I'm
don't
not
see
mad
Heidi
about
over here
nothing.
no more.
Heidi, Miss Olivia, Heidi is unoriginal to where she got to go get this yarn, this
Mm,
blonde yarn that she want to call a blonde wig and put in her hair. Okay,
mm,
okay, you could take the ghetto out of a hood, but you can't take the hood out of a ghetto. That's
yeah.
trash, and she can't say nothing to me. A former prostitute, allegedly, and a stripper.
Mm.
Who offspring can't even open up a Ziploc bag on camera.
The, what,
Girl, you cannot tell me
we ain't
nothing.
gonna talk about the babies now. Come on,
Well, I'm
Brian.
sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Then.
Don't-
Well, I'm sorry about that. But she can't say nothing to me. Okay, she can call me green. She didn't drag nobody because I didn't hear it for
Mhm.
one, baby. And drag me for what?
But
Everything
please
is original
apologize
up
for
on
talking
me.
about the baby, Brian. Please apologize.
Well, I apologize for saying it
Apologize
though,
to
but she
me
got
and
bigger
to the
issues to
chat.
worry about. She has bigger issues to
I
worry about. I
respect
didn't say
that.
nothing to her, and she
I yeah,
called herself.
I was wondering, what the deal
Hmm.
was. You know what I mean?
Well,
But
I don't.
you know what I
Well, I
mean. We ain't
don't.
gotta talk about the babies.
Oh yeah, you're right about that. But yeah, you're absolutely right. But
Yeah.
she can say whatever Guali, a Jolly Green Giant, and this and that. I don't know. But to go back to your point about going over there at passes,
Hmm.
you're absolutely right, and that's
Yeah.
bait and switch.
Yeah. He don't
So
turn you into content. That's why he say your name like that.
I don't want
That's
to
why
be
he bother
content.
you like that. You know
I'm
what I
not a
mean?
YouTuber. I'm not a YouTuber at all.
Well, I
Okay,
mean,
I
you can
just
go to your channel and call him anything you want to, and it'd be
mhm.
up to him to respond. But what you don't let him do is turn you into content. So he know he be provoking you. He know you gonna hit that link if he say your name enough times, and it's gonna be content because his chat. See, they like piranhas. So when you come over there, they love for you to come over there because they got somebody to go at it with. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-mm.
with Lemon, when it was a Lemon and Krista thing. Every time Krista hit Lemon's link, what'll happen? They'll have somebody to go at. Krista's the bad guy. So all the piranhas gonna go at Krista. You know what I mean? And that's how he doing you. Do you see what I'm saying? When I hit his link over there, they be coming for me like that, but they know I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn.
Oh,
Okay?
for
I don't
sure.
even pay attention to the motherfuckers. But like I said, I seen what he was doing that day when he didn't take the time to even look at the video. And I said, well, it's time for me to step back. That ain't even no shade, but if you ain't even gonna look at the video and you trying to go in on me, that means you trying to turn me into content. And
Hmm.
I can be my own content on my own channel, okay?
And then Honest Row brought me up again over there at James when he hit the lane
Well, he
talking
brought
about.
you up this morning too over at YTC. I hope you go listen to it.
I
I
have
hope
to,
you go listen to it because you would know exactly what it is he's trying to say. I was confused. I'm like, well,
but let me say
what?
this, Miss Olivia. Let me say this. I don't put no YouTube. How if I'm working two doggone jobs,
Right.
trying to live and survive? How am I
Mm-hmm.
putting my life before YouTube? He is the one that sits on the phone and was sitting up there complaining. I'm not telling no personal business. I'm just telling you what's already out there. He was the
Right.
one complaining about how James, James approval and why James, this and that and this and that. I'm thinking to myself, why don't you just cuss his ass out and get him up off you? What are you up here talking to him, complaining about? And I was being a good friend listening, but I'm just saying, like, who is James? Like I told Rodney, I said, who is James? You over there apologizing to him like he's somebody's, like if you did your commentary, do your commentary. And,
Right. Stand on it.
yeah, and that's what I was telling Honest Road. Like, what are you talking about? So how am I? So the question I said all of that to pose this thought right here. How am I putting YouTube before everything when you the one who looks for these people's approval? You look for James and JWilson's approval, and that's you that be thinking about all this stuff and and their approval and this and that. So don't miss me with all that.
But why
And
do you
don't be.
think they try to say? Let me ask you this: why do you think they try to say that James is bullying Honest Row? When Honest Row, and he a 40-something-year-old man.
Man,
I mean, they trying
listen.
to turn him into an infant, and then. But the reason why I asked that, Brian, is
Well,
because
he give off that
if
energy.
anything, well, yeah. I mean, I know he do, but he ought to be offended. You know what I mean? He ought to be offended because he is a grown man, just like James is a grown man. At the end of the
Hmm.
day, it ain't like he 18 or 19 years old. That's a
Yep.
grown man. So how you gonna let people turn you into a victim? Ain't you offended? You a grown man. I'm not finna coddle no damn grown man.
I mean, but when you want approval from the like some people really look at that. What do you call that, Miss Olivia? The is it like a hierarchy? Is that the
Yeah,
word?
yeah, yeah. They be paying attention to that bullshit. Yeah,
See, some people really,
be feeding
you
into
know,
the bullshit. Yeah, I
yeah,
remember.
and he said this one time. I don't want to ruin these relationships. So you will take abuse
Child,
from these people because you don't want to ruin your online. There is no
child.
online, no online relationship. You gonna
No,
get to cussing
The
these
one
people
thing
out.
I agree with JWilson about is there ain't no friends on YouTube. Okay, so if you're gonna have a friendship with somebody, you don't need to let YouTube come between it. You don't need to let YouTube dictate it. And I
Mm.
don't know if that's what Honest Row is doing, because
And
I
look at
really can't make sense of what he's doing. I don't understand. He talking circles, but
and look at
okay.
Jay Wilson now. And look at Jay Wilson now. He jumped his behind into me and Honest Rose friendship, but now he making announcements. I can pick up the phone. See, he don't like it when the people are starting to tell him James shading him and stuff. And he getting mad and
Well, he know
blocking
that he
people.
was wrong for doing that. He was wrong. I don't know what he expected James's response to be, but JWilson was wrong in my opinion for doing that, and he know he was wrong. But then yesterday he doubled down on it, and that's why I think James came. See, James really want to clean him up. He really want to cuss him out, but he trying not to do that. But if James, but I feel like if JWilson keep
Ooh.
coming on slick shading the situation and doubling down on it, I think it's gonna turn into a freaking brawl. But see,
Do
I would
you
have cussed
know?
JWilson's motherfucking ass out yesterday when a motherfucker did that to me and he hit my motherfucking link. Okay, I might not. I'm gonna play it cool on your link, but you hit my link yesterday not to apologize, but to double down on that shit.
Mm,
And I wouldn't give a fuck if I would have said we cool and I'm still gonna hit your panel or not. I would have cussed your motherfucking ass out, and I still would have hit your goddamn panel. Cause that's called standing on your shit. You see
yep.
what I'm saying? So I don't even understand why they trying to keep it cool. If James didn't motherfucking appreciate it, he should have cussed his motherfucking ass out. That's what the fuck he
Oh,
should have did.
and
Now
do
that's
you
what the
know how
fuck I would have
nasty?
done.
And do you know how nasty that cuss out would be, Miss Olivia? Because
Child.
Pastor
Mm.
got Pastor got a long, 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 long history up on here, full of scandals, and
Mm-hmm.
so I would love to see how James will clean that up.
Me
And
too.
baby, that'll be good, baby. That'll be
It'll be a
finger
good
looking
one, right? But
good.
see, I guess that's why they're trying to keep it cool. They're trying to be kosher with one another. But if JWilson keep coming back, doubling down on the goddamn shit, hopefully James will get tired. He done cleaned up a whole lot of motherfucking people, right? I don't
Yeah.
understand why he won't clean up motherfucking JWilson. Because like I said, I would have cleaned this motherfucking ass up and still hit his motherfucking link. We could have did it. Okay, so now don't be
Shit.
trouble. Why are y'all trying to play a culture? That's lame to me. That's
That would be an
weak.
epic
I don't
battle.
respect that shit.
That would be an epic battle right there too,
I
because
I don't respect it. I don't respect it. This supposed to be the B sector. I don't respect the way that they doing it. I sure the fuck don't. Cause
well,
Jay
you know,
Wilson
it's a
was
different
wrong
set
for
of
that.
rules, Miss Olivia. It's a different set of rules for the OGs.
Evidently,
The
evidently.
OGs can, you know, do stuff because I guess they put in the time and, you know, put
Okay.
in the crowds. But, you
Mm-hmm.
know, I guess everybody else is held at a different standard. And that's why I don't
Okay.
apply myself to this. I
Oh,
go
is
at
that
my
what it
own
is?
standard.
The hierarchy thing?
Yep.
Well, now if it's a hierarchy thing, they to me, and my when it comes to me, they are
Hmm.
both OGs in comparison to somebody like me. You see what I'm saying? Because they was both established over here when I got here, so I see them on the same level, right? And and I realize that they are two grown men and they're gonna handle it the way that they handle it. But Jay Wilson be doing too much, right? So
You're
he
right.
like I said, he doubled down on that shit yesterday. Talking about something, he kept mentioning the online school and talking about something. I wanted to hear it, and then his people was over here, Brian, his
Yeah.
people was over here yesterday when I was talking about it. Talking about something, Jay Wilson was asleep. He didn't know what was going
That
on.
nigga
He
wasn't
was asleep,
asleep.
and Rodney had to call him and wake him up. But then Jay Wilson go say he wanted to hear the shit. He wanted to hear the tea. So I'm thinking, okay, your people trying to cover for you, and then you gonna say, yeah, basically, yeah, I was woken. I want to hear what the fuck Flicker had to say about your motherfucking ass nigga. Now what?
That nigga
Basically,
was not asleep, Miss
he
Olivia.
was
Come on
not.
now.
He didn't even say he was asleep. He
He
said he
like that
wanted to hear it,
mess.
honey. Yeah.
And he wanted to hear the mess. Like, I mean, just be honest and say you wanted to hear what she had to say.
He was honest. He said it. He said he wanted his people was trying to cover for him. But he
Child.
was like, I wanted to hear it. He kept mentioning the beauty school online. See, he got a good little kiki about the beauty school online part, right? He got a good little kiki out of that, honey, because he mentioned it a couple of times. I said, well, wait, you listen at this motherfucking shade right here, right? And I really feel like Jay Wilson booked Trezur when he hit his motherfucking link and he didn't apologize. I'm like, oh, really?
Child. I,
And then James let him get away with it. I was like, bitch.
well, you
Couldn't have
know,
been me.
James. Well, you know, James said that he gonna be coming to Dutch is going to San Antonio, Sassy going to San Antonio, and
Mm,
apparently James is coming to San Antonio. So
mm,
Miss Olivia, you ought to get your tickets and come on to San Antonio too, Miss Olivia. Get
mm.
your tickets. Get your
It's
tickets.
too dusty. I can't do Texas. It's too much dust. They be having
Well,
dust bowls and shit. I can't. I can't.
yeah,
I don't. I can't imagine.
yeah.
I mean, I know that you
Ooh,
ain't you in Texas too?
yeah. Oh, Miss Olivia, can I say this, please?
Mm-hmm.
Please. Now, Miss
Mm,
Mama D, Mama D, now listen, Brian, relax yourself. And
mm,
let me just say this calmly, without being disrespectful to that lady, because that is an
mm.
older lady, and baby, I'm raised better.
Yeah, she
Okay.
old. She old for real.
Yeah, so let me just truly watch what I'm saying and how I'm saying it. Now,
Mm-hmm.
Mama D comes and hit that panel, and
Mm,
she is so messy. She's
mm,
messy.
mm,
And then
mm,
she come and she want to throw her shade. Like yesterday, Pastor, don't play that video of Brian saying this about James. First of all, these
mm,
people,
mm, mm.
these black women come and they support these black men, Pastor and James. Like they fight for these men like these are not men. They
That's
fight.
what. Can I just say? I agree, and that's why I don't understand why they turn. They trying to turn. What's his name? The honest throw into an infant. You know what I mean? Like they really be battling hard. I told you somebody hit my link yesterday talking about something the motherfucker was asleep, and then he turned around and basically, no, I wasn't asleep. I want to hear the tea. So why you trying to fight for him? And he ain't. He letting people. But he, on the other hand, did come up, turn around and make you look stupid saying that he
Mm,
wasn't asleep. Basically, I wanted to hear the mass, and then kept talking about it. So you're right. I do agree. So I don't know why they do that. I heard somebody talking this morning, and they was talking about what was it? It might have been YTC's. It might have been somewhere else. But anyway, they was talking about how these women, when the Mo 3 sector, I mean not the Mo 3 sector, when the whatever sector was, what they call it, the Umar boys is over here. How they was
mhm,
giving them money, and all this and all that, and how they was being male identified, and how they want them to come back, and all of this and all that. And basically, whoever it was, they would say y'all basically was getting lined up. Y'all was paying all these memberships and all of this and all that, but y'all
mhm.
basically was getting lined up, to get suckered out of more of your money. But you know, we got a whole bunch of, we do have a whole bunch of metal
But look, prime
identifying
example.
bitches over here.
Look,
Huh?
prime example, Miss Olivia, prime example. Hershey's. Hershey is the number one DICK rider for James and DICK rider for JWilson. And look at how JWilson drugged. He
And
drugged
she
her.
be having a good talk. She know how to act when she over there. Okay.
Baby.
And he did talk about her mode. He talked about her home. She was still, you know, when she was over there at James, she was like, "Well, I think I would just go step back and all of this and all of that." You know, talking real, you know, trying to keep it
Mm-hmm.
cool or whatever, right? And I'm like, "Well, hold
Mm-hmm.
up, is this the same bitch that cussed me out?"
Yeah, and she just rides for him. And I got my Kiki before I went to that interview. He was dragging her today, baby. And I said, my God,
Child.
he talked about a bed, and she
Ooh,
sit over there and she DICK ride. And another one
ooh.
that and listen,
Mm.
I ain't mad at her. Get in how you fit in. But these are gay men. They don't want you,
Yeah.
Hershey.
They don't
You
want you
want
like that. It ain't just her. Honey, it's not just her. Is that really Queen Tulsa in my child? But Kim McGee said James said that's what people want to see, but it's not gonna happen. But see, if it was anybody else, you know, people will want to see it too. And I don't understand why it's not gonna happen. It's supposed to be the motherfucking beef sector. You know what I
yep,
mean? And so I guess that's
different
why they
rules.
keeping it kosher or whatever. But I
Different
mean,
rules.
like, but that's real. Okay, you know what I
It's
mean?
just different rules for different people, Miss Olivia, because he knows that
Yeah,
JWilson will come back and get the swinging
yeah,
too. So he might be a
hmm
little fearful for JWilson. What could because JWilson can read a little bit too,
yeah,
and he
yeah.
can
I
get
mean,
the.
it'll be a good one. They both can read. They both good at it. I'm here for it. Okay. I
Now
think it will be equal footing. Okay, it will be fair exchange, no robbery. Okay.
they got some hesitation going on because they
I
claim
don't
that they're
understand why.
they got each other's numbers and stuff. Or call each
Right.
other and put it on a live or something.
Well, see, here's
Get
the
to it.
thing. JWilson keep throwing shots, and then James is throwing even more shots, like you said on his live this morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm thinking, well, I think just one of them. I think who they don't want to. You know how you used to be a kid, right, on the playground, and you pick
Mm-hmm.
up a stick, and the first person that knocked the stick off the person's shoulder, and then that's how y'all get into a fight, right? If you knock the stick off the shoulder, right? So
Mm.
I'm thinking somebody waiting for the who gonna knock the stick off the shoulder first, right?
Well, James claimed that he can whoop everybody. You know how he gives that energy like he's just the baddest bee, and that he can beat and whoop everybody, and
Well,
he's
he said
just that.
everybody be calling him a bully, but I be like, well, damn, they call me a bully too. Big deal. I'm still gonna say what the fuck I gotta say. Bully, no bully. I don't give a fuck. The fuck.
I don't know. I mean, when you put Pastor in the corner, I mean, he already be in the
Oh yeah,
corner
he can come
already.
out swinging. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I would love to see that fight because I'm not taking no side. I just want to see him fight.
well,
You
me
know, and
too.
I just give the play by play. It'll be a good fight. Hell, let's keep it
Well,
a
I guess
buck.
we're
It'll be
gonna
a
have.
wonderful fight. Wonderful.
I guess we're gonna have to wait because ain't none of them knucking or bucking right now. So I
Ain't
mean,
nobody gonna knock and ain't nobody gonna buck. I guess they just gonna keep throwing shade. You know what I mean?
I, I ain't
But
gonna lie.
I mean,
I ain't.
but let me tell you this: if they let me say this, Brian, if
Mm-hmm.
they trying to be demure, okay, and they trying to be mature about it, right? When it comes to us girls, some of us women, when it comes to a fight, especially a verbal altercation, honey, we ain't trying to keep it demure. We ain't trying to keep it cute, bitch. We want to cut you the fuck out. We want to talk
Mm-hmm.
about you from the top of your head to
To
the
the
bottom of
bottom.
your motherfucking feet. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
the fuck.
Okay, now, but you know what?
Mm,
Oh, what I was
mm.
gonna tell you about that. He ought to be tied. See, that's the thing. See, I want to know how long he gonna keep up this mess because he been messy lately. He been like the
You
other
talking about
day.
JWilson?
Yes, and
I know he real messy lately. He going from bad to worse, like he crashing out, child. Go ahead,
so I
Brian.
was so I want to know how long he gonna keep this up
I don't know.
because you
It's
know what I'm
like a new
saying.
JWilson, ain't it?
Well, he gonna go down the wrong dark road because
He
I
throwing
smell it,
everybody under the motherfucking bus. Have you noticed that?
ma'am.
He throwing everybody under the bus. Have you noticed that?
Well, I mean, it is Christmas time. You know what I'm saying? And he
Maybe
want that
that's what it
ass in his
is,
check, like you
Brian.
said. But see,
Mm.
I'm telling you, James is sit over there sitting on ready, and
He
anybody who ever
sure
got
is. He's
into
sitting
it,
on gold. Yes, he is. I agree. Mm.
anybody who ever got into it with him knows that he's sitting on gold and he waiting on, he might let one more thing slide before he just starts snapping, and
I
he
hope
and
he
he gonna
go
get
on this now.
he gonna get that broom. Well, Miss Olivia, and then
Mm-hmm.
listen, I want to say this before I drop down, Miss Olivia. I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to tell Honest Row, reevaluate what you got going on.
Mm.
Okay, because first of all, don't throw me under no bus talking about YouTube is my whole life. This is entertainment. I come on here, I cuss these people out that mess with me, and I going about my business. If I
Mm-hmm.
get cussed out and drugged, ain't nobody touched me in real life. Say what you want
Mm.
about me.
Mm.
Okay, I don't have to answer to it.
Amen.
Say Jolly Green Giant, big, fat, whatever you want to say. I ain't got the answer to nothing. I'ma
Mm-mm.
always be blessed. Honest Roll,
Mm-hmm.
keep my mouth, keep my name out your, excuse me, out your mouth. And if you
Let me
wanna,
give you this quote, Brian. Okay.
yes, ma'am.
What somebody think about you, baby, that ain't none of your business. Okay.
Mm,
Because you can't change a goddamn thing that somebody else think about you. So my philosophy is when I get on here, I'll be whatever the fuck you want me to be. Cause it
mm,
ain't gonna change nothing about my motherfucking life. I am unbothered. Okay, I
okay,
don't give a fuck. Cause fuck you. And that ain't none of my goddamn business what you think
no.
about me. That's my philosophy, okay?
And I'm gonna have to use that. What you think about me is none of my business, is what you
None
said,
of your
right?
business, baby. It's none
Okay,
of
I'm
your
gonna so
business.
use that, and you're
Mm-hmm.
absolutely right. Cause, look at what God. Nobody can touch God's blessings. His hand is
Mm-mm.
too strong to move.
Mm-mm. Right.
His hand is too strong to move, and you don't
Don't
even
worry
see
about
his
this
hand.
shit. People love to try to break you down and humiliate you,
Mm-hmm.
online. Not only in the
Yeah.
speech sector. You can see that, on social media in general. You can even see it with the celebrities. That Jay-Z thing, that's a wonderful example, of
Mm-hmm.
how that lawyer tried to do him and he stood up and fought,
I know that's
but,
right.
I mean, that's what you're supposed to do.
Strong
I'm not gonna let
Sagittarius that
nobody
he is.
motherfucking break me down. If I could do the shit, I'd motherfucking do it.
And I love how he went out there. The strong Sagittarius that Jay-Z is, he went out there and he went to that Lion King's premiere on their behind.
Hmm.
And his wife and his children, and old girl Blue
Yeah,
Ivy,
yeah,
and the mama.
and the mama.
And they
Yeah,
stood with him because people just want his money. And that's
yeah.
what it is. And some
But
people,
when it comes to
and they
that,
is trying to
I think it's about power. See.
mm-hmm,
Here's the thing. I always say, the white man giveth and the white man taketh away. That's why I say, if you get it, if you're trying to get it from them first, they feel like they can snatch it up and take it away from you. That's why they get you to do all this debauchery, sad shit. Like Diddy, his whole world was just he played it dumb, right? Jay-Z smarter than that, right?
mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So the reason why Diddy hemmed up right now is because he didn't do things the right way.
And he ran.
Honestly. And they want to hem up Jay-Z and they ain't quite figured out how to do it. You know what I mean? But they motherfucking working on it. And I think, and then of course he know that. You know what I
A
mean? And
black man,
so,
a billionaire status and power,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
and wife
Mm-hmm.
is queen of R&B.
Mm-hmm. And they want to
Queen
break
of
him
music.
down. Yeah, they want to break up the family. Why would you say he try to do that to a 13-year-old girl and he going to have a 13-year-old daughter? So he didn't have a choice but to come out disputing that bullshit. And then the stuff the lady said, it wasn't even matching up. NBC tried to verify it. The daddy even said he don't remember that happening. That shit
Mm,
don't make no sense. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
so,
but
but they trying it. But his daughter is Blue Ivy is about to be 13. She's 12 right now. So, like he said, if y'all
and
think I did this, why
she's
y'all
so
ain't filing criminal
sophisticated at
charges?
that young
Yes,
age. Like that.
she is.
Ain't that
Hmm.
something that they really did a good job of training
Yes,
her,
they
to be
did. Yes,
poised and
yes,
so
yes,
I already know she's gonna
yes.
have big things in front of her. I
Absolutely,
already
she
know that.
already doing big things. She was born doing big.
Oh yeah.
They from birth. She always been. She always done been at the war shows with the mom and the
Mm-hmm.
daddy, and all of that. Blue Ivy is her own celebrity. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So of
you're
course he
right.
ain't gonna let somebody say, "Well, you did something to a 13-year-old autistic girl." He ain't standing for that. He can't. He got a child. He got a
What
young
was a
woman.
13-year-old girl doing at a party? Like, is that what you're saying?
Done traveled five. She said she traveled five. Her friend drove her to the VMAs in 2000. It took them 5 hours to get there. right? And then the friend can't confirm or deny because the friend is supposed to be dead that drove her. And then she supposed to got in Diddy's limo, and limo took her to the after party, and that's where all this stuff supposed to have happened. I was
That
like,
don't even
baby.
that don't even sound right.
It don't even. And then the daddy, she said after it happened, let me see, is this Creole? After it happened, she called her daddy to come pick her up. So that means your daddy drove 5 hours to pick you up. And then she said her and the daddy didn't talk about nothing. He just took her back home. So you 13 years old, and your daddy had to travel 5 hours to come pick you up, and y'all ain't talked about it.
That don't even sound right. And why didn't he
Okay,
take her to the hospital?
come on,
What?
yeah.
Yeah, it don't even sound right. I'm like, huh? Child, they Creole.
Because she's saying that he did something to her, right? I'm
Yeah, said
assuming.
her said him and Jay-Z and Diddy ate her. That's what she
Okay,
said
so
when she was 13 years old. Yeah.
you tell your daddy, and then you go to the doggone hospital to get a kit. But you know, some of these 13-year-olds been out here
But she
having.
said she ain't told her daddy nothing. He had to
Nah,
drive 5 hours to get her and 5 hours to get back home. And they ain't had no conversation? And she 13? Come on now.
that
Really?
sounds very unstable, and that sounds like a
Child.
bad father to let their little child go out and just do. First of all, if you're not
Oh, I
around the
can't get
house,
this
what are
thing.
you
I can't
doing
no
out past
longer.
7 o'clock, 8 o'clock? You mean to tell me I got to drive 5 hours to come pick your 13-year-old behind up? That don't
Thank you.
sound right. You're supposed to know where your
Mm-hmm.
child is at all the time.
Yeah,
Okay.
that don't sound. That don't. I don't even understand that. That's.
And see,
I'm sorry. Go ahead,
y'all
Miss Creole.
y'all bringing up y'all in my territory now. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
said. I said Jay-Z, he gonna fight because he came from nothing. Y'all gotta fight
Mm-hmm.
on my hand. The only way that Diddy, I know Diddy's kicking himself right now because he was in a whole nother country. That first
Mm-hmm.
attorney that he had is the one who told him, just come back, we'll get you released on bond and blah blah blah. So he trusted that
Mm-hmm.
attorney and he came back. I wouldn't have never came back. Do you hear me? You would have had to
Okay,
me.
child.
He was
Mm.
already in another country.
And came
Already
back.
came.
That was a
Yeah,
setup.
that's a fool.
That's
Yeah,
here straight up fool. Like I said, he
You
don't
would
know
have to
he.
extradite me.
and
Expedite
Diddy
my
was
Okay.
behind.
getting ready to turn
Thank you.
himself in. He was getting
Mm.
ready to turn himself in that day, and somebody called and told the cops where he was in his own camp. And so, by
Mm.
him being in the store, when the cops came in, it looked like Diddy was gonna flee. So
Mm-hmm.
instead of him being honest and saying no, he had came to turn himself in, he was just
Mm-hmm.
making this last whatever he was doing. They didn't do
Mm-hmm.
that. So
Mm-hmm.
to the judge, it looks like, well, if they had to come and get you, you were getting ready
Mm-hmm.
to run, and that wasn't the case.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like
Yeah,
I
because they
said,
got him out of the hotel in New York where he was with his family.
right, right. And because somebody called and said, well, he's at the hotel. So they came in to get him instead of
Mm-hmm.
allowing him like he was supposed to as soon
To
as he
turn
came
himself in.
to turn himself in. So that looks like he's a flight risk. Even though
Right.
this man done put up money, he done turned in even his kids' passports, everything. They not
Yeah,
trying to
because he.
go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He thought he was getting out, but honey, he got some bad counsel. Okay. And
Okay,
but
well,
every dog have his day. But let me say this. Straight. I heard myself an echo. Is that me echoing?
it might be me.
Well, mute for a minute, okay? Don't go down, just mute. So anyway, hold on now. Foxy Brown and Aaliyah was 16. Beyonce was a teen too. Jay-Z ain't free yet. That's why he tried to separate from Puffy through his lawyers by saying they ain't friends. Well, now see, straight out the storyline, I ain't saying that he ain't did nothing. And that's a very valid point. But what I'm saying is when it comes to this story, this accusation right here, I do not believe that. Now, I ain't say he ain't did nothing because him and Diddy was best friends. So you can't tell me that he ain't did nothing. But when it comes to this story, I don't believe this one right here. You see what I'm saying? And Kenna says she's autistic and suffers from seizures, and she keeps saying 2000 when 2003 match. Well, Kenna, that's what Tisa tells was saying over there. But you can't change somebody's story. She was adamant about it being 2000. That's what they put in the documents, right? And she said she was talking to whoever those people is, and them people said they was on tour and all this and all that. She the one said 2000. Now the court of public opinion, like Tisha said, talking about it's 2003, but that ain't what she put down on paper. So you can't switch it up. They're going by what she put on the accusation. So she the one said 2000. I hope that whole Busby accountable. Everyone here in Houston. He an ambulance chaser, and this GBT says she snuck out the window. But see, okay, yeah, she said she snuck out the window, right? And she said her friend drove her 5 hours to get to the VMAs, but she had to call her daddy to come pick her up, which means he drove 5 hours because she snuck out the window. And then on the 5 hours coming back, so this is a 10-hour ride, like 10-hour drive to come pick up a 13-year-old, and he didn't have no conversation with his 13-year-old child in that whole 5 hours back.
I would have spanked her behind too. I would have spanked
That don't even make no 13 years old, really. My daughter is 20. If I have to drive more than 20 minutes to pick her up, we having a conversation, right? Diddy should have settled. Well, yeah, he should have settled with Cassie. Busby is currently being sued by 240. Yeah, he tried to get over on people. He tried to, what do you mean? He tried to, what's the word for it? He tried to, when they try to get some money out of somebody because they think they got a secret on you. Yeah, he be trying to extort people, in my opinion. If I was Jay-Z, I'd definitely leave the country until Diddy. No, I wouldn't. He can't. He can't. He can't. He gotta fight this thing about this 13-year-old girl. Like I said, because he got Blue Ivy. He got a whole family. A family unit that's looking at him like, and they standing behind him. Like I said, I ain't saying he ain't did nothing. I'm saying I don't believe he did this. That's my thing. R. Kelly and Jay-Z. Yeah, R. Kelly and Jay-Z was also cool too. That's what I'm saying. But you can't convict him because he was cool with these other people doing all this ratchet stuff about this. This woman's story don't make sense to me.
And why now? Why now?
And why now?
Here's my thing that I don't like about us as Black people. We are quick to believe whatever somebody say about us. We are the first ones that are crucifying each other and everything. How about they go back and let's start with Buddy Holly. Let's go back to Elvis. Let's take
Elvis murdered his own damn cousin.
Elvis was, Priscilla was what, 13?
13, 14 years old. And the same thing with not only Elvis,
the dude
what's that other
cousin?
One?
He married his own cousin.
Another one did that too. I can't think of his name. Not Buddy Holly. He acted like he was one of them crazy ones. They did a bio on him. He acted like it wasn't Buddy Holly, it wasn't Elvis. No, I can't think of his name. He acted like Little Richard a little bit.
Just read my book, Jerry Lee Lewis. That's
Jerry Lee Lewis. That's him. Lewis. Yep, Jerry Lee Lewis. He married his teenage cousin too.
Yeah, it's more of them that have done it. If we're gonna take legacies, let's start there first. Let's go back and start there first. Take their legacy. Take Graceland, take the music, let's do all that. Then let's move up. Because Clyde Davis ain't innocent either.
So
that's right.
And the
reason why I
say they need to free R. Kelly, which pisses people off, is because the parents didn't get no time. They didn't get nothing. And you mean to tell me you knew that your daughter was over and your daughter was telling you what was going on and you didn't do nothing until it became public? You didn't call the cops. They ain't got no tapes or nothing in the precinct that the parents went to report R. Kelly. And then why put his wife free? His wife would go and get the teenagers for R. Kelly. So see,
that Dre Kelly.
But y'all don't want everybody else. See, man, miss me on that. Everybody
yeah. But yeah, you're right, Mr. LLC. They coming for Jay-Z, right? And this shot right here didn't work. So next time they're gonna come with something different. And the reason that it's like they taking down all these black millionaires and billionaires, but you got to look at what's going on in the world around you. It's really not even about this SA stuff. It's about power, right? And like to take Jay-Z, he has got a contract with the NFL. Do you know how many people don't even want black. They won't even let a black man own a NFL team. Okay, just like they didn't want, they had to take down Bill Cosby when he wanted to buy NBC. They won't let a black man own an NFL team. So because Jay-Z is in with the NFL, and then Roger Goodell is defending him right now, right? Because this was weak. Busby came out with something weak, right? Now I'm sure it's gonna be another attack, and then it's gonna be some proof. They just digging for it, trying to find it. But this one right here, I don't believe this one. Like I said, I ain't saying he ain't did nothing, because he was friends with all of them. They always, this is what it is. But this one right here, I don't believe this one. I don't think it's right for him to be convicted on, be even this to be in public when clearly it's not true. It don't even sound right. Now I always are on the caution of the victim, but that right there, that whatever that woman saying, I don't believe that. It don't make sense to me.
And can I throw something in here? Now this is what I'm working on. They don't really want Jay-Z. You know who they want? Now think about
Beyonce.
They want Obama.
Oh, they ain't never gonna get to Obama. Let me tell you why they ain't never gonna get to Obama. I'm glad you said that, Creole. Let me tell you, I know what you're saying.
Let me tell you why I'm saying that first. Because Obama and Jay-Z are really good friends. Okay. And they are still mad that this man not only got the presidency for 4 years, he got it for 8. And there was no scandal, no nothing about him.
Yeah.
So if they
tried. Let me tell you something. If it was something on Obama, they would have found it by now. Donald Trump would have found it. Okay, they would have found it. Let me tell you something. Obama, from birth, was going to happen to him. He was raised by his white granddaddy. Okay, and they made sure, because of his destiny, that he didn't have nothing in his background. If he would have had anything shady in his background, honey, they would have brought it up, because they tried it. They even went to his old girlfriends in college, child, and they couldn't even say nothing bad about him. All right?
Right.
And he had to marry, and then let me tell you something. He even had to marry Michelle Obama. He couldn't get in the White House marrying one of his white girlfriends. He had to marry a all-the-way black woman. Okay, like Michelle Obama, what she come out and say? I'm the descendants of slaves, and I'm just also descended from slave owners. Do you see what I'm saying? So she always, even who he married and had children by, was planned. Okay, and they hate that they can't get nothing on Obama. Right. But somebody like a damn Jay-Z, and then this person say, yeah, he do like young girls. That's what I'm saying, chosen by y'all. But I'm saying this right here. I don't believe this. What Tony Busby tried to do, I don't think that's cool, because I think it was a setup. And I think that Tony Busby thought it was going to fly because of the court of public opinion, right? So I don't blame him for fighting if this one right here is a lie. Now, the next one might be the truth. But this one, I don't believe this one. I don't believe this one right here. You see what I'm saying? And so, that's how I feel about it. Can y'all hear me?
My thing is, okay, let's just say that it came out that maybe the next one is okay, and what? And
right.
Just like everybody want to act like they didn't know that R. Kelly and Aaliyah had gotten married. Everybody act like, oh, this is just new.
We all knew that back in the day. I was kids, but see, we didn't know. See, back then it was different from now. Do you see what I'm saying? Number one, you didn't have the internet, right? And a lot of people had stuff to say, but they could bury that stuff back then because you couldn't get on the internet and make your commentary go viral about how disgusting it is that he is, involved with a 12-year-old girl. You got her singing songs like "Age Ain't Nothing But a Number" and all this and all that. It made a lot of people feel uncomfortable. I was young back then in my 20s, and I couldn't understand it my own self. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it was very uncomfortable.
Real grown stuff too.
Yeah, but the uncle
4-page letter and all.
Yes, the uncle gave her to R. Kelly. Her uncle did.
Oh yeah, because he was in the music industry.
Yeah, but then too, why the parents didn't put a stop to it? Yeah. And I do believe it when they said, R. Kelly slept with her mama too. I believe it. I sure hell do.
Do you remember this right here? And maybe you don't, but some of us remember this. Do you remember when it first came out that Aaliyah had died? That the people that survived, like her, the person who was teaching her how to dance, what's her name, Fatima? She said that Aaliyah got a call while they were over there on the island that said something had happened to Damon Dash. And that's why she said she said she didn't want to get on that plane. She'll wait. But then she got a call that something had happened to Damon Dash. And she said, I got to get back. So I'm going to go ahead and get on this plane. But when it was all said and done, they interviewed Damon Dash the following day and nothing had happened to him. So they were wondering who called her to say that he was in an accident. Because that's the only reason why she boarded that plane was to get back to be by his side.
So and then the plane was over. The plane was a way down with too much equipment.
Yeah, but they still haven't found out who made that call to her. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, ain't no telling, right?
Here, yeah, that nobody.
But you know, I always thought. Let me tell you what I thought. I really feel because Aaliyah chose between Jay-Z and Dame Dash, and she chose Dame Dash instead of Jay-Z. And for that reason, right there, I always side-eyed, what really happened, with that, with her death, Hello.
You said you believe that's what happened with the death.
Well, it made me side-eye what really happened. Because of the feud, because Dame Jess and Jay-Z, that's the reason why they stopped being cool, separating business and all this and all that. That feud started with Aaliyah.
Yeah, and then I think also Damon Dash, he still wanted to be like streetwise, and Jay-Z saw the bigger picture.
He saw the bigger picture, right?
And so they made a decision, and I think Damon Dash, to me, he seemed like a jilted lover. He's mad because his route didn't give him the Benjamins the way that it did Jay-Z. So any chance that he get to come out here and stick it to Jay-Z, he's going to. Just like he thought about selling that chain, it was going to be, oh yeah, I'm going to do this. It didn't do nothing. He looked so stupid. It didn't do anything. And Jay-Z was like, sell it. I don't care. So you got to watch who you're doing business with, and you got to watch who you call a friend. I swear you do.
You're right. You're right about that. All right, Miss Olivia, I'm going to catch you later.
Okay, baby. Thank you, Brian, and congratulations on your new position.
Oh, thank you so much. All right, Creole Butterfly, stay up.
Bye, baby boo. Okay.
Yeah, but it's a lot of stuff that used to go on back then, and people are revisiting a lot of stuff. They even revisiting that. Do you remember the little girl that was Netflix did a documentary on it, the JonBenet Ramsey case?
Yeah.
And Netflix brought that back up. They did an interview on it, and that was pre-internet, and I always felt like JonBenet was taken out by her brother. By her older brother. Do you see what I'm saying? A lot of people felt that way too, but they're bringing it back up, and and then when it comes to this, what happened with hip hop and Jay-Z and all this, that's why you got to be careful. And some people, like Denzel, was always careful. They try to come for Denzel, and Denzel got them together. He was like, "Hold up, wait a minute, we weren't doing this freaky stuff. Not me and my wife. We was at the parties, and when I seen something going on, I told him he was sick." And Denzel didn't fool with him no more. Denzel, he wouldn't even. He had it in his contract that he wouldn't kiss a white woman on screen.
Yeah.
Right. Back in the day, and so he turned down. He used to turn down anything that wasn't making him, look like a hero. But when he did Training Day, he won an Oscar for Training Day. But you didn't win an Oscar for Malcolm X.
Okay.
But you won one for Training Day.
He embodied Malcolm X, baby.
Oh my God! To this day, I get him confused. Okay. Like I felt like Malcolm X got in his body. You know what I mean? I was like, oh my God. Yeah. I think that is the best movie that Spike Lee ever did.
Yes, me too.
I really do feel that way.
Who is that wrote a rap? I think it was Jadakiss said, "Why did Denzel have to be crooked before he took it?" Talking about the award. Yeah, because like you said, he should have got one for just like
Malcolm X.
What is her name? She's beautiful. Black older woman. She played Tina Turner.
Oh, you talking about oh my God, Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett,
Mm-hmm.
when she played in the last Black Panther, she should have got that
Mm-hmm.
Academy Award.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
should
I
have got
agree.
that. You didn't
Yeah,
see her face. She said, "What?" And everybody got mad at her. I said, "Why y'all getting mad at her for being a real person? Ain't
she
no
should have
way."
got the Academy Award for playing Tina Turner. She should have got the Best Actress that year for playing Tina Turner. Because, you know,
Okay,
she embodied Tina Turner to me, you
she
know?
sure did. She sure did.
So,
But
yeah.
if you watch that Black Panther, the last movie that she was in,
Mm-hmm.
she played her heart out in that movie. There's
Yes, she
nowhere in the
did.
world your girl from Halloween should have got that. Ain't nowhere.
Child.
We all
Exactly.
knew that. That's why we was sitting there like, yeah, all right, whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, and can we talk about how they snubbed Color Purple? The year Color Purple should have won the best, the best picture, and Whoopi should have won best actress.
Yes.
You know that year, in my opinion. But they gave all those accolades to the sinking boat. What was the name of the boat?
Titanic.
Yeah, Titanic, Leonardo DiCaprio and that other one. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. So you gone? It ain't even no comparison to the Color Purple in the Titanic. I mean, they just completely
Come
snubbed
on.
the Color Purple. You know what I
Sure
mean? I was
did.
like, wow,
Sure
okay,
did. And don't you know, people don't know that there is two books for the Color Purple. The one that's got a purple color, the purple covering on it, that's
uh
the
huh,
movie version of the Color Purple.
mm-hmm.
The original
Mm-hmm.
book that you can
Yeah,
still get is white with Alice Walker on it. That's the
uh,
original. And people don't
mm-hmm.
know that. They like, I read the book. You didn't read the original. Because the
Mm-hmm.
original is more deep and in depth than the movie
Mm-hmm.
version could have. They couldn't have put that on screen if they had really did the original book. They had to change it a little bit because that
Yeah, they had to change it. Yeah,
this all that original book would make her on the back of your neck stand up.
stand
It's
up.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's really a good book.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna read. I'm an undercover nerd,
Lord,
so
I
you
was
know.
a daddy. She'll be too, child. I love to read. I was down here reading this. Somebody said, Denzel said he wouldn't kiss a man, but he himself admitted he kissed a man in his recent film, but they edited out the scene. Yeah, I did hear about that. So it wasn't in the so they edited it out. Now I did hear about the scandal about him in the Roman. You know, I mean, because it's the Roman days, and that's what they did back then. And so if he did kiss a man, uh, he was. It's what they did back then. You know what the Bible say about a boy, a boy for a harlot and a woman for a keg of wine or something like that.
Yep, yep, yep,
You know what I mean? Because they
yep.
loved shoot little boys back then. And child.
People don't know, since we right here, people don't know that documentative, the Romans is the ones who introduced
Mm-hmm.
homosexuality. People don't,
Mm-hmm.
and they also will be the one who bring in the beast.
Exactly. Even now, yeah, like you said, would say Esau.
Come on,
Esau is going to bring in the beast.
come
Is going to
on.
bring about the end, and Jacob is the beginning.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Esau is the end, and
because
Jacob is the beginning.
I did a
Mm,
I did a live introducing people. I said, look at the hat that like the tall hats that the priests
mm,
wear. That is actually a fish god, and it's in the Bible. It's called day god, and
mm,
that they have that on their heads because that's
mm,
actually what they believe in. And in the last days, they want to bring all religions back up
mm,
under them and
mm,
see. It, girl, it's deep. People better
mm.
heck up. They better wake
That
up.
goddamn Catholic Church.
Come
Okay,
on.
that Catholic Church. Can we talk about that man-made religion right there?
Yes, ma'am. Come on.
Yeah, ain't no telling. Like it's so much. I cannot. My body wouldn't seem right going inside of any type of Catholic church or anything like that. And that Vatican in Rome, all that
They
round
got
stuff that they got in the bottom of it,
yes, in the
ain't no telling what
basement.
kind of secrets they got down there.
You know, they said on Christmas, the Pope himself is supposed to open some door because he wants Satan and the fallen angels and something else. He's going to try to open this door. and everybody's beginning to talk about it, but don't nobody believe it. But those of us who know about religion and how deep it goes, we know that it's something going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we can feel it. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
You know, you can look at the signs. Like I truly think that we are in the end of days now. I don't know if I'm gonna see. Let me tell you something. Even when it comes to Donald Trump, right?
Right.
You got to look at this fool, right? They all kissing his butt now. And what exactly is going on with the drones flying over New York? And are those actually drones, or are they something else? I'm confused about that. And if they are drones and small aircrafts, is it from China? Is it from Russia? Like what's going on with this country? After January the 6th, we're gonna be living in a new United States of America, and they're not gonna be united for long because it's gonna be a reenactment of Hitler around here, right? Because we didn't learn from the first time, right? So we know that every great kingdom, falls within itself, right? It caves itself in, right? So when you see the Democrats and the Republicans going at it up front, we don't know what war and how long they've been warring in the background. See, we're American people. We ain't nothing but pawns, right? But clearly, those ones on Trump's side, they won whatever war it was, right?
Yeah.
And so now these white folks is trying to get in line. They're trying to link up like Voltron. That's the reason why you seen Donald Trump on the cover of Time magazine as being the man of the year. Now that's a damn clown, okay? And then there's a whole lot of fights for power going on, right? So they've been coming after these black millionaires and billionaires, right? Of course they're going to come after Jay-Z. Do you see what I'm saying? Of course they are.
Yeah.
He got too much money. The white man giveth and the white man taketh away. So when you see somebody real quiet like Oprah, because she don't know when they're coming for her.
And here's my thing. I'm gonna make 2 points. One, I got mad at Biden because so far he hasn't ported nobody but his son.
That's true.
Okay. Now, if you know
he lost.
Why not porting as many as you can? Why not? Don't just do your son. Get some more people out. Get some bros out.
Now we don't know what happened. See, here's the thing. When it comes to Biden, I don't know. What they call it, the shadow government, right?
Yeah.
I think they've been fighting amongst themselves, right? So those and I'm not even just gonna call them the Democrat. Those like Biden and all of them, they clearly lost, right?
Yeah.
So that's why you uplifting Trump, like you uplifting Trump, right? And I know it sounds crazy, right? But Biden, when I knew it was some bullshit when he elevated Kamala Harris to take his place, right? Now you knew it was a setup because at this point in time in this country, ain't no black woman gonna be elected to president of the United States. We got so much polarization going on and so much division and so much outright racism going on in this country right now. Why would you elevate? You didn't even give the Democratic people a choice, right? You just elevated. You just came out and said, "Well, my pick for the next president is Kamala Harris." When he did that, I was like, "Oh, okay, this a whole setup because ain't no way."
Yeah, you just setting us up for a loss. Yep.
Yeah, and so it didn't even sound right. And all of this stuff that's finna come about, it's not only just this country. Look at what's going on around the world. The Assad dynasty got overthrown, right? Israel been quiet for a cute little minute. They wait for Trump to go in office, and they're gonna continue, in my opinion, to do what they doing to the Palestinians, right? Yeah. Because in my opinion, they already done destroyed. Ain't no telling how many of them, right? All in the name. And I even think that here's my thing. When it came to when the Palestinians attacked those Israeli people at that music festival, right? You can't tell me that them Israelis didn't know that they had been training openly for some type of attack, right? You can't tell me that they did not have intel about something like this. And I'm thinking they let that happen on purpose. Do you see what I'm saying? And so in order to set that shit off, and I really do believe that. I
Yeah.
really do believe it. They sacrifice their own people. You know, they call it sacrificing for the greater good. You know, to sacrifice the few, you know, for the many. And in their mind, you know, I felt like they felt like that's what they did. You know, they got the superior. They got something called an Iron Dome, right? They put up this computer system that can deflect the missiles and stuff from hitting. You know, they patch a land over there in Israel, right?
Right.
So you got something like you got some equipment so sophisticated that you can do that, but you can't. You don't know when they finna attack your people. That don't even sound right to me.
I don't believe
Come
it.
on now.
I
You
know
know,
that.
and then not only that, it's this whole world is in an uproar. And what it say in the Bible at the end of days, it's gonna be wars and rumors of wars.
Wars and
Did it
rumors of
not? And we're
wars.
looking at that right now.
Yep. All they got to do is look at Matthew 24. That's
That's
it.
all.
Matthew 20. And
That's
then,
all.
you know, in Timothy, it tells you too, silly women bringing in men in their houses, and it tells you, you know, it just breaks down everything. So,
Yeah.
yeah, you
And
know,
if you look at this world, and you know, it's so much
I was going to say
demonic stuff that's going on.
Russia already done threatened Trump. And,
Oh,
and, and
absolutely.
in our black language, Russia's like, when you ready, I'm ready. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah. They're on go. Yeah, absolutely. They're absolutely on go.
He can play
Shit,
them
fuck is China
little
and Russia. Why you think China and Russia linked up together? They've always been on go for the U.S. They're waiting for Trump. The only reason why they wasn't, it slowed them down with the pandemic in 2020, right? When Trump was in office, that slowed the whole world down. So how you gonna stop them this time?
right.
What is going to happen to stop Russia, to keep Russia and China from knocking at our door? You know, you got these strange drones flying. You remember when they had the balloons,
Yep.
those
You shot
supposed
him
weather
down.
balloons,
Yep.
and it was found out that China was doing that. So now you got drones or small aircrafts, you know, in our airspace, and the government is not doing anything about it. You got to look at stuff like that, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so, you know, but Curry Ray said, this is going to bring black families together again. Let me tell you something, Curry Ray. You know, they ain't gonna have a choice, right? We ain't gonna have a choice, but to come back to our own, because they're gonna push us back into our own communities, if you will, and you know, a lot of, you know, I don't even want to go down that road of talking about that right there, but they're not gonna have a choice, okay? In
But
my opinion.
I'm gonna say this too. If we play it right though, because we can
Mm-hmm.
learn from our ancestors, if we
Yes.
do this right, they're gonna need us for different things.
They
Make,
can't.
make your
Yes.
price known.
Yeah.
Make
Well, see,
them
that's the problem. We never made our price known.
come
We
on.
never stepped up to the plate.
Thank you.
Okay. We
Thank
never, you asking people for freedom. You asking for respect. You asking for reparations. You didn't demand it. You didn't fight for it. You see what I'm saying? Because it's just like me. Why would I respect my husband if he asked me to be the head of the family? It's instead of just coming in and taking over the role, instead of coming in being the head of the, if you gotta ask me for respect, then that means I'm not gonna respect you because you asking me. If you gotta ask me to be the head, okay, then that means you ain't the head. That means I'm the head because you asking me for permission to be the head.
Tell her, Miss Olivia.
You
Yes.
know, that don't make no sense. You got to know who you are. And the problem with the collective of black people, not individually, but collectively, we don't know. Don't they realize that these Anglos literally can't survive without us, and left to their own devices, they will wipe out themselves? Why do you think they always trying to mix with us? Can't leave us alone. Even when we in our own land, why do you think it wouldn't have worked for when they was when Malcolm X was, you know, politicking for separate but equal? Okay, because it should have been separate but equal, right? But these motherfuckers so dirty, they wouldn't let it be separate but equal because they can't do without us.
Because if you go
That's
back,
why it couldn't be separate but equal.
if you go back and trace the history of the Moors, us Moors, when you go back,
Yes.
we owned everything.
Yep.
They
And
came.
then plus too, let me tell you, as it pertains to this country, you know, they are scared of black people competing on equal footing. Look what they did with places like Tulsa, Oklahoma. It was many
Yeah,
black Wall Streets. Okay,
yeah,
they
yeah.
destroyed it all. when black people started owning land, you know, and doing better about themselves. There's something called a red summer. Google it and find out what they did to a whole lot of people. Went in and gave people a day or two, a couple of hours to flee their land, the land that they bought, and they took it over, or they killed them and took their land. You know, if you could hold on, if you could have held on to your land, you know, during those red summers, then you was something else, because they was coming for. See, black folks don't know their history. Do you see what I'm saying? So when you look at today and you look at you know, black, especially black men, a lot of them feeling emasculated, feeling they can't be the head, and doing all this and all that. It's because all that trauma you got in your DNA. But let me tell you something, you might have that trauma in your DNA, but if you're a man and you're about your business and you're about your people, which there are very few, and you're about your, you know, community, then you will overcome that. And you will be the man that you are supposed to be. See, us black women, we should not have to be the head of the black community, okay? But without us, it wouldn't be nothing. Do you see what I'm saying? It wouldn't be nothing left, right? And that is out of order, right? And that go back to slavery. That's in the DNA too. Because let me tell you something. Black women, we as black women, a lot of us, we do what the hell we gotta do. We don't do what we want to do. We do what we gotta do, okay?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
And then black men, in turn, they get mad at us. They don't like us. They say we not feminine enough. They say we won't let them lead. And that go back to my comment. If I gotta let you lead, then that means you ain't a leader. That means I'm a leader. If I'm letting you lead, do you see what I'm saying? You got a leader. I'm the leader if I'm letting you lead. That means you asking me permission.
I know you're right. And you know what? I'm grateful that, you know, so sound and you know, you talking like this, because I talk like this, you know, on my channel and stuff. And one of my butterflies sent me an email saying some content creators like, it's boring, blah, blah, blah. I'm not for you. I'm not for you. And I'm not for everybody. But I talk like this because there's some people that really want to know. It's some people who don't want to stay in the dark. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, I'm just like, you know, I'm glad you versatile. You talk about everything. You know what I'm saying?
Girl, I used to, but they didn't want to hear it on my channel either. I got a lot of old videos of Creole Butterfly, you know, from a couple of years ago when I'm talking about, you know, issues concerning, you know, black people. But they didn't want to hear it. They even turned on me over here at one point in time, child, and said that I was trying to start a race war and a beef set to girl. I said, oh my God, because you know I don't do the interloper thing, and because I did, they try to gas like me, because I said I don't do interlopers, child, and but I always stuck to my guns. Now I ain't going, if you don't want that type of teaching, I won't talk about it no more. I go other places and talk about it. But what you're not gonna do is make me change my stance, because I mean what the hell I say. Okay, and just because you don't know the history, it don't mean that I don't know the history. Do you see what I'm saying? And so, but yeah, that's cool. We can talk about the mess all the time, but I'm glad you came up here, and I don't know how we got here where we at right now. But let me just say thank you, girl.
You welcome, and thank you. You always welcome over to my channel, honey. You know we can get it in. Ain't no problem. So.
I'll be up in the clouds sometimes. You think nobody don't be watching. I be watching. No, it don't be a lot. Because see, here's the thing. It's a reason why they say black people is the last one to know something, right? A lot of black people don't even realize how much this country is fixed to change. And it's just going to come up on them like a thief in the night. They're going to be shocked. And they're going to have to learn how to maneuver again. But see, what they don't realize is we as black people, just like that trauma from chattel slavery is in our DNA. Our ancestors is also in our DNA, because see, black people know how to survive. Okay?
Right.
We know how we might on the app part, it look like we forgot. You know, especially these young kids. It look like they forgot, but that stuff is innate. It can't be taught. It's just dormant. Do you see what I'm saying? That's all. And when times get rough at the end of the day, you know, it's going to wake up. It might be sleeping you right now. But honey, we don't survive much. Our ancestors, our bloodline, if you know anything about your bloodline, and I'm talking about pre-slavery, okay, it's innate in us to survive. You know, we ain't even got time to talk about how the Igboos fled down in Africa, and them Africans, they wasn't selling Africans, they were selling us. Okay, because a lot of us, not all of us, but a lot of us are Igbo. is coming from Igbo land, not even Africa. We fled into Africa to blend in because we was being chased even back then. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, and you talk about the what they talk about, the lost tribe, when it comes to the lost tribe of Judah, the 12 tribes of words for 13. We the lost tribe. We the lost tribe. Because the true Israelites, they scattered us to all parts of the earth. The true Jew, the true Hebrew. Okay?
Yes. Sure.
And a lot of us don't know that, but I'm telling you, it's innate in us. We were hidden. Okay? They don't want us. Why do you think we are vilified all over the world? All over the world, they don't like black people. I'm going to say melanated people. They don't like melanated people. All right? It's for a reason. It's innate in them to fear us. Okay? Because we were the first. And every other race of people know that they can feel it. That's why they don't like you. Okay? It's not even about the color of, you could have been green, honey, and or pink or some pleasant color, honey, pewter or something. I don't know. They still wouldn't like you because they can feel it. They know where you come from, even if you don't know where you come from. They know where you come from. They know you do first, and they know you're going to be the last. It's even in the Bible that Esau was going to be destroyed, and Jacob is going to rise at the end of the day.
There you go. And
I truly believe that. And I don't think it's no devil in hell. I'm sorry, Creole, that can dispute that, because our melanin is not only in the universe, honey. It's in the universe how floating around melanin is. Okay, and it's also in the dirt. It's in the ground. It's a foundation even on this planet, right? And it flows up through us. It's like we the spice. We got the spice. Okay, since it's in the trees, it's in everything. We are all around. We can never be extinct. It's never gonna happen.
And you know what? I did a live the other day, and I showed them where this scientist says, "Oh, melanin is a beautiful thing, and we take melanin down and put it in computer chips because it has the energy and everything to power." We know we are the sun. We are the sun. We are the people. And I was telling people,
we are the sun. We are the universe. We are everything that's around us. Absolutely.
People here, y'all trying to get y'all skin lightened, and they understand what melanin is, what we are to this planet. We can never be distinct at all. And we are the slaves in the Bible where Moses had joined them, and they had to make a brick without straw. That's us too.
Yeah,
that's us
absolutely.
too. We all in there, and people
the true Hebrews. Yeah,
no, it's not. No, it's not. Y'all been brainwashed to think everything white is right and everything black is bad. You know, don't get me started. Anyway, he want to know my channel. I put it in the back if you can drop it for me, Miss O. And thank you so much. I'm grateful out for her.
You want me to drop your channel?
Please, that's what they asking for.
Type it in the chat, and then I put it on the big screen, okay? Because I had blocked the links from being dropped right here. But please type it, put the name of your channel in the chat, and I'm gonna put it on the big screen.
Can you get it from the back chat? It's in the back chat.
I can't, girl. I'm on the phone.
Okay.
Just type it in the chat right now, and I put it on the big screen right here while you sitting here, Creole. Just type it right now in the chat.
Okay. Let me get it on this other.
Let me read this while you're doing it. It says, the new generation of black people who think whites see us as equal doesn't know how to survive. It's going to hit them hard, but they will learn and experience blatant. Yep, you're absolutely right, Curry. You are absolutely. They don't have no idea. These young folks, they cannot relate. But they're going to get a reality check, unfortunately. But see, here's the thing. You got to tell your young ones why it really is in this world. Because every generation of young ones, since I've been around, I tell them what the deal is for real, okay? See, mine know how to put on a mask, okay? Mine know how. You got to teach your young black people, your young melanated people how to maneuver in this world, okay?
Now.
You got to teach them how to maneuver. That's why they be banning books, because they don't want us to know. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Don't you know they don't even want to call slavery no more. They call it indentured servitude. And that's a blatant damn lie. Okay, is this it right here?
Yes, ma'am.
No other people No, indentured servitude means you do your 6 or 7 years for your crime, and then they set you free. That no other people has been treated like our people. We were chattel slaves. We were treated as less than cattle. That's why
Right.
the trauma from slavery is embedded in our DNA. Do you know how traumatized your ancestors had to be for it to be in your DNA? It's meaning it's passed on. The trauma is passed on from generation to generation. Do you understand how horrific that is? And if you melanated and you were if you are a descendant from slavery like I am, do you know how strong your people had to be for you to be
Okay.
here right now?
Okay. And let me say this to all of y'all since
Yeah,
Christmas is great hit. You know, when you get ready to sing these Christmas carols, it actually has a different meaning, especially jingle bells. Jingle bells is the iron thing with bells on it they used to put around the slave's neck so they can
that's right.
hear them coming,
Yes,
dashing all the
yes,
way. Ha ha. They used to
yes,
laugh at you
yes,
when you had to
yes,
walk and stuff with this thing on your neck. So when you go to
yes.
sing these Christmas carols, just know
Hmm.
they're talking about your people. Thank you, Miss O.
Yeah, and Black Friday
Thank
was
you.
the big sale after Thanksgiving for slaves.
For
That's
slaves.
what that was originally. That's why they call it Black Friday. And so yeah. But anyway, y'all, I don't know how we got here, but y'all please subscribe to the Creole Butterflies channel. She be having some real deep topics over there. Chat I don't even know how we got here today. I didn't even mean to be on here this long. But I had to go there, y'all. I hope I got to 100 likes. But y'all forget. But when we get to these topics right here, y'all know I fly off the handle. Okay, it'll go out the window because I don't mind talking about some real stuff. And things is changing in this country. And a lot of us need to wake up and see what the hell is really going on. Okay, and then all these I don't talk down my grandfather. I can't help that. I have mixed people in my family as well, and it's not about talking down to anybody. You no problem, Creole. But it's just telling the truth. Okay, even the mix. I got mixed. Technically, it's second cousins, but they call me auntie too. And they identify as black, right? So their mother is Anglo, of course, but they were raised with the truth. Okay, so they don't feel talked down to. They don't feel less than. You know what I mean? It is just their identity. Because in the world, if they got a drop of melanin in their skin, they're gonna be seen as black, even if they don't identify as such. You see what happened to Obama? He was raised by his white grandfather. Okay. Hey, Water Sniper said I'm in Nashville, 10 downtown Nashville at at Peabody Street. White man sitting in the passenger on his phone while his white woman pump gas. Ain't that something? Yeah, doing too much. And my husband would never, Water Sniper. He would never. Okay, he would never. Not while I'm with him. All right. So yeah, I know what you mean, but yeah, y'all, it's just it ain't about talking down. Not for me. It's just about telling the truth. It's just that so many of us don't study and don't know the truth. So when they hear somebody like me telling them the truth, they first thing they holler cause it's uncomfortable. Oh, you racist. Oh, you bigoted. No, it's just because you don't understand. You have not educated yourself about who you are. And because it's uncomfortable because you don't know who you are. Do you see what I'm saying? But you finna get a quick lesson about who you are. What's that little boy that won the Heisman Trophy with that big face? My husband, I heard my husband and my nephews talking about that fool last night. Do you see what I'm saying? And talking about how silly he is about that girl that he got on his shoulder, about how stupid she making him look. Y'all know who I'm talking. I can't even think of the child's name right now because my nephew is a senior and he gonna be playing ball at a university, right? And you a military family too, Ashton 1.0. Yeah, I don't. It's not talking down, it's just telling the truth. Do you see what I'm saying? And you can do your own research about your lineage in general. Do you see what I'm saying? You probably be surprised. Who knows? Yeah, but anyway, what is that name? He just won the Heisman. I can't think of his name right. Anyway, I heard them getting a good look. My husband and my nephews getting a good look kiki out of that fool. The way he acting on her. And my nephew is, he's going to be a freshman. And he hasn't committed yet, to any university, right? But I don't know what type of support that young man has behind him. But my goodness, these black men out here, they're trying to warn him. But it ain't looking good. But so you ready to make more money than you ever seen in your whole life. And you ready to have to give half of it away, half of your generational wealth away, simply because you don't know who you are. And I was like, wow, okay. But my nephews they were getting a good kiki out of it. I was like, honey, I was like, nephew, what you would do if you win the Heisman? What you gonna have on your arm? And my nephew out here, Capricorn, right? Bye. The only thing he gonna have on his arm, he said he want diamonds on his arm. He said that's the only. I said, no, you did. He said he want diamonds on his arm. Okay. My sister surprised me with learning my family. We found out my dad, not her. Found out my dad, not her dad. I don't understand, Ashton. But anyway, that was getting a good little kiki out of that little fella. January, baby, he full Capricorn. He love himself, okay? I can't even. Bye. Like I said, he said the only thing he want on his arms is diamonds, okay? And then he see his people first, but that you got to raise your children up, and you have to give them a specific way of thinking about the world. See, a lot of people do that, but a lot of black people don't do that, unfortunately. But here in this family, baby, oh, you learned your history. Good, Ashton, good for you. We ain't never held nothing back from nobody in this family. Okay, let me put it that way. A lot of melanated people don't like to talk about the world, how it is as it pertains to black people, to their children, right? So for that reason, they grow up with rose-colored glasses on. Okay, and then they have to find out the hard way. Not around here. Not around here. You know how to wear your mask around here. You sure the hell do. That's what we taught. So, yeah. But anyway, y'all watch and see how much this country fits to change, child. Oh, my God. Oh, my. I ain't no telling what's going to happen. A couple of more weeks, and right now it's on. I just fear. I don't think it's fair for the young people in the United States of America right now. Any young person, no matter what race or ethnicity you are, I don't think it's fair to them for them to have to be here right now to witness what it is we fest to have to witness. I don't think that that's cool at all. You know, I don't. Cause of some old ass oligarchs. Okay, it don't make no sense to me. But child, we got to pray for them. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get off here. I did not mean to be on here this long. Thank y'all for coming up and hollering at me today, child. Thank you, Creole Butterfly. Y'all go check out Creole Butterfly's channel. She got a lot of good videos. She have a lot of good conversations, right? Y'all check her out. Y'all check out Room Shaker, okay? HBIC Room Shaker. She hit the link today. Y'all check out Room Shaker's channel. I listened to her a little bit of her video this morning, right? Y'all check out yeah, what's funny, Creole? What you talking about? Y'all check out who else hit it? Brian, y'all check out Brian's channel. Brian hit the link this morning. Did anybody else hit the link? It was Brian. Yeah, Ronnie Q, thank you for hitting the link. Ronnie Q hit the link this morning. Oh, you laughing at Ashton and they shopping. Ronnie Q hit the link, and thank you, Ronnie Q, for hitting the link, because Ronnie Q said she didn't even know some of that stuff was going on. Right? Then she hit the link again and said that Tulsa did eventually come up her and donate, but she still said a whole lot of unnecessary stuff. Ronnie Q hit the link. Let's see, Brian, Ronnie Q, Creole, Room Shaker hit the link. I think that was everybody. But thank everybody that hit the link. And if you guys stay from beginning to end, thank you so much. Please hit the like button on your way out the door. If you came in late, please be part of the replay game. Child, especially if you stayed for this last little bit, when me and child, I can go off the handle, child, I can get started. I told y'all once I can get started, it's pretty much pretty much is what it is. But anyway, I gotta go. I love you guys in the way that Christ loves you. Thanks for joining me. And I'm gonna talk to you later. Bye bye. Peace.